Yes. Now here, this one is you've got back and front are completely different colours.
Yeah, you get the texture on the surface as well.
So you've got the white, almost like the whitey grey colour, and then you've got your dark grey on the back.
So usable.
They've got a white core as well, so when you sand them back, you bring the white through as well, so you can get some great effects with your embossing folders.
It's a lovely technique.
Yeah, but these actually work really beautifully with the bright set that's also in the kit.
Yeah, I'll give that a little flick through now. But again, you've got these double-sided. So, you know, on the one side, you might have that dark, let me find it, dark blue or dark green, and then that lighter green on that side. So light green on one side. That's a good one to show, actually. There you go. Yeah. So the difference there, that's one side and that's the other. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So I was just showing myself there, so if I wasn't showing you. So they're from DCWV as well, die cuts with a view, and that means they're from America, very good quality and creative
exceptional quality. They're all textured as well. And that is, I found that's been very beneficial using these dies because it gives that extra dimension as well to your, gives you something a bit more touchy-feely to them. So it looks great with the trees in particular.
This is my favourite one, just because the colours speak to me really. I mean, I'll just get
they're just natural and they're lovely, aren't they?
Can you imagine a night sky?
This is the one I've used in my demo here, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, see that now.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Very nice. Okay, yes, so details on the screen for them. You get all 3 pads actually there for $19.99 plus delivery. 144 sheets in total because there's 48 in each pack and it's 6 inches by 6 inches on the size. And of course, double-sided with the sort of 2 different tones.
Right, so we're using the sleigh in here and we're using the Santa, but we're also using the birds. Now, I just want to die cut this for you just to show you because this is just a glorious, glorious die. Very easy to use. But I'm not going to spend all our die cutting for you, but I just want to show you, actually, yeah, they do cut beautifully. So it's worth showing you just one. Okay, now, to run that through. These are ideal for all your die cutting machines, and there's a lot of them that are quite small pieces that will fit in your things like your diamond press.
Oh, the smaller ones, the smaller machines,
yeah, so, you know, and some of them obviously are a little bit big, but there's quite a lot in here that work with your diamond press. Yeah. So that literally is done. It's cut out like that. So I don't know if you want to hold that up because you can look at the detail. You can see in there.
The stitch detail around the edge. You can see how cleanly that's cut as well. And there's nothing more powerful than you know, knowing that you've got your eye on a die set and seeing it cut live. Never ever underestimate that. Yeah. If you're new to crafting, if it's a set of stamps, you'll see us wanting to use it as soon as possible. And you'd be surprised. You'd think, if you're not a crafter, you'd think, oh, well, surely you just trust it. You'd just buy it. Set stamps, so you can see it on the packaging. You understand, don't you? We want to see it used.
And that just shows you, I don't want you to think I'm sitting here and it's taken me all day to cut everything. It hasn't. They do genuinely cut beautifully. Now, also on the show, we have a background die by Sue Wilson. Okay, which has got a star.
Oh, the stars one,
got stars on it. So we're actually going to cut that as well, just so you can see how this cuts. Now, a little tip with this, which I have found works personally for me, is it does cut on the first pass. It does. Okay. Now, I find cutting it, running it through a couple of times, actually makes all the bits that are left in here pop out much easier.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that is the reason I run it through twice. I just want my life to be easy.
Don't we all, yeah?
Exactly. So we're going to pop that on here. And what I've got is one of Sue Wilson's double-pierced squares, which is I've made my aperture with. So I know that this is going to fit beautifully. Okay. And also, remember, this hasn't got an edge to it, this die, so you can have it on as big a piece, smaller piece of card as you want, really. So let's run that through. Okay.
This is a nice big metal die.
This is, honestly, this is a beautiful die. And I've used this a lot.
I'll bet.
Can I show you something, Matt? Yeah. Well, that's hanging in there. That is how I used it with some of the glitter bits.
The glitter bits, you get 3 tubs of those, and this is using the chrome silver colour of the glitter bits.
Look at that.
Nice, isn't it?
Isn't that just stunning?
That is a 10 out of 10 on the sparkle. Beautiful, smooth silver. The glitter bits, this is the chrome glitter bits that you'll be getting hold of. That's the chrome silver, just one colour. Details at the bottom, but we're going to move them up to the left-hand side so you can get a better view of them now. And then here's the second colour. I just showed you the silver chrome. This is frosty sparkle, so you can imagine the backdrop that you get with that. And then the third colour, my personal favourite, but which one's yours, is this sort of midnight colour, the midnight sparkle with that black diamond meets.
That's beautiful.
Sort of like,
yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, that one.
Yeah.
Well, they're all lovely, actually.
Yeah.
OK, so you can see now, when I pull that off, they're all falling out. So if you had done it the other way, what you'd find is you'd have to be poking so many bits out, Matt.
OK. When you say put it through twice, because we were busy looking at the glitter bits, did you roll it through and then just back again?
Yeah, and then I did it again.
Oh, you did? OK.
Yeah, so I did literally do it twice.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about where it's lined up because what I've done is I've made a frame for it anyway, so it sits like that. So don't stress too much about whether you've cut exactly in the centre.
Very, very nice.
OK.
What I was going to say, it's heavy weight. It's from the background collection. It's the Twinkle Star die. Heavy weight of metal. Because, of course, to get an aperture design like that, you need a lot of metal because you want it to cut out but leave the shapes behind, of course. So the sort of design is key of a die. It's $18.99 plus delivery to order. It's 533142.
Now, so what we've got here, our aperture, if you look, our aperture sits just inside, which I've done on purpose because I want to give it like a really nice little frame. So it just gives us a different look slightly to the one we've got here. Yeah. So you've got the aperture sitting exactly on top. This has given us another little frame. But for me, all I want to do is take this one and I'm going to glue it to the back here in a second. But the first thing I want to do is use the Glitter Kiss on this.
It's going to be the first time I've used the Glitter Kiss in a couple of shows.
It is,
it's
yeah.
Lovely stuff, this.
Now, you could put it either on the blue and then have the glitter coming through, but we're not. We're going to put it on the top here so you can actually see it.
OK.
Now, obviously, when we put it on white, you don't see it initially as I'm doing this, but when you lift it up, Matt, I'll get you to show the camera and you will see how it comes out. OK.
So you just, when you removed the applicator from the lid, I could just tell you've been using yours a lot, but you've still got loads left.
I've got loads left,
literally,
definitely.
Because you only need like a thin dusting of a layer, don't you?
Yeah, you do. I'm just going to put a piece of card. I'm putting a piece of card underneath, but this also goes to show you that we could use this as a stencil as well. So it's a little bit of a kiss. And I love this.
Only launching this year, didn't it? In all the colours.
Yeah. And these are new colours. These ones. They originally come out in, I can't remember how many colours we had, but they have brought out some Christmassy colours. OK,
there were about 8, weren't there? 8 colours or 12 colours or something, I think.
Now we've got a lot more.
Really?
So there was a technique where you could put it on, turn it, and get a full coverage. It's not what I want. That's not how
you just want a dusting, don't you?
Yeah, I just want it to be a light coverage. So if I get you to hold that up, Matt, you can see that.
Look at that. So you can make your own glitter cardstock at home. Because, you know, buying plain cardstock and then doing something else with it not only gives you the satisfaction, but can normally work out cheaper as well.
Exactly. And there is that to it. So when you start to move it around, and it's not everywhere, but I don't want it everywhere. That's how I want it.
Yeah.
So
if you wanted it everywhere, you would have turned it, wouldn't you?
Exactly. And you could make it incredibly glittery if you want to. OK.
Just like everything in life.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just glue this on. I don't know if you need to show anything, Matt, just while I glue that on, because you don't really need to see me gluing that with a bit of card.
I've got a few choices. I mean, we've already covered the glitter bits. I was going to mention the Glitter Kiss as well. But do you know what? One day special, it's as good as anything to just quickly mention, just to let you know what's going on, because that is the whole essence of the show. You're getting 7 different die sets, and you can get them for under £30 today for the whole one day special when you split the cost into 2 payments over 2 months on FlexiBuy. These are all the designs that you're getting, and as you can see, really, really cute sort of imagery. You've got your owl, your snowmen or snow family maybe, because you've got a snow lady and a snowman, and of course you can make them as snow kids too. You've got your penguins, you've got your birds, robin redbreast, but they don't need to be be robins. Just like the owl doesn't need to just be Christmas, the robins don't need to be robins, and the trees can easily be all year round. Even the penguins could be a really nice sort of new baby or first Christmas, or maybe just any birthday card for a younger person in the family. So you've got Christmas, but also non-Christmas. It doesn't have to be just strictly limited. Having said that, check out some of these Christmas images just while Lisa's doing a bit of gluing. You've got Jingle Bells in the script font, the brush script font, which is featured on today's programme. There are 2 different sets there. I love this card. I spotted it first of all last night, because when you see the die sets, you think, oh wow, cute, traditional, quirky, but you don't necessarily think nature or muted colours. But I think, do you know what, if you are making a card for somebody that appreciates that sort of stuff, then it is still doable, just using the branches. You've got your snowman and snowwoman maybe with ho ho ho. Those are from the sentiment or script font dies. And then you've got your owl, Christmas owl. Love her in the Christmas Santa red and white, but of course that could be all year round, like well done on your examinations or something, or passing your driving test. And then you've got Season's Greetings, also available in the brush script font dies, the stylish script it's called, and you're getting that for £12.99 plus delivery. 784,246. That's a big font and a big set for that price, actually. It's good. And again, here it is for jolly holidays. You've got your sleigh, presents, and then your reindeer on quite a contemporary background. I like that. And then remember the owl, seeing the owl before in the red and the white. Check out how good she looks with the blues, different shades of blue. And then mix and match the die sets. In comes the robin and a branch, and then the embossing folders that are also on today's show have given that a nice bit of texture. Have a look at the website for everything. It's 460-583 for the one-day special. Lisa, you've just been literally gluing, so...
literally gluing that on. That's all I've done.
OK, so you've got
I've got a bit overzealous with my glue in that corner, but there you go. That would dry clear anyway, so it doesn't matter at all. So I've literally glued that onto there. You didn't need to see me gluing. So when we pop that on there already, that looks gloriously lovely, doesn't it? Yeah. There's a little bit of glue in there, but that's actually a bit of glitter kiss that's dried, so just pull that away.
Only you can see that.
Only I could see that. Wow. And then what we can do, what I've done is I've taken the foliage from where the bird was in, yes. But I've used the same colours. Okay, so it all ties in beautifully. And the good thing is I can pop it just under there, just where that little star is there, and it will hold that nicely under there. Look, I've overzealously put a hole in my glue.
Oh, I see. So you've got
I've got it all coming outside. So that's a very good tip at home. Don't stick too large a pin down your nozzle.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Okay, don't do it.
That's what happened to me, actually, when some cosmic shimmer went everywhere.
Oh, you had, what did they call it?
Glue-gate,
Glue-gate,
it was called.
yeah,
and
that's what I thought.
Yeah, still headline news.
It's still famous, isn't it?
Yeah. Shellgate, Glue-gate, keep quiet gate, you know.
Let's not talk about it, gate.
Let's spill blue paint all over Dali's finished samples gate.
Did you?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
You've done...
It's still bringing... I'm getting all hot and cold now.
Just thinking about it.
She didn't mind as well.
No, she's polite, Dali, isn't she?
She's lovely.
OK, so then we've got one of our little robins. Look, I've got all glue on my fingers. Excuse my just grubby fingers, but it wouldn't be me without. So there we go. We're going to take a little robin there. Now, let me just show you our Santa.
We love him.
There he is. So Mr. Santa will sit there.
Even the Graphmaster pens
like that.
Are on the show, aren't they?
Yes, colour with the Graphmaster pens. And then we can just add in, we can either add in a sleigh with the presents like we've got here.
From Monday Special,
okay. Or we can add a few of the trees.
Oh, I like this. Mix it up. Use something different.
So,
let's because we've already got the example with the sleigh.
Exactly.
We love Mr. and Mrs. Claus as well. I can tell why this has been such a popular stamp set. And also, it's on a freedom price today. Bonus, $11.63, including your postage to get Mr. and Mrs. Claus. And then you've got the little sentiments on here. See, this is great humour. Dear Santa, I really did try. These are yours, Lisa.
Yeah.
Have your name on them. And then we've got Santa. Put yourself in my shoes. Yes, I know. And then you've got Santa's good list there, so you can easily have fun with your maybe fine liners and put names on there and add your own names. I'm trying to get into the Christmas spirit, but I can't open the bottle, says that little verse there. Love it. And then you've got your snowflake and your Santa's sack. So all these, and then sticking out of the chimney. They are all photopolymer, high-quality photopolymer clear stamps as well.
Can you see the stitching theme following through? So you know your dies are going to work with your stamps beautifully.
Let me hold your snowman up with the stitching detail. You can see there you get the stitching detail around the edge of the dies, and you can see that continuing over with the stamps. 723838, or I should say continuing with the dies, because the stamps came first from last year, and then these dies are brand new.
So I've just popped some trees on there as well. So this is where it's slightly different. So we've got trees on this one, and then underneath our trees we can pop all our little presents.
Oh, the quirky presents. Yeah.
All the quirky presents. I'm not going to glue it all on, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we've got, oops, just another one. You can do that. And then you can start building up your presents and building up however you want.
Good.
So there you go. Glue that on. And you've got a pretty little, look at that, awesome. Isn't that cool?
They're both lovely in their own way. So you've got, you know, Santa from the Mr. and Mrs. Claus set. You've got the presents from Santa's sleigh die set, which is here. That's in today's One Day Special. So is the sack. There's actually a stamp, a coordinating stamp, like with the sack from last year's stamp. And then you've got the robin. That doesn't need to be a robin.
It doesn't, but if you just take him off, you can put... Mrs. Claus.
Mr. and Mrs.
She's
Claus.
So cute, isn't she?
She's lovely.
So yeah.
She looks like, you know, he looks after her, he makes sure she's happy.
It actually looks like she looks after him and tells him what to do.
Yeah, maybe that's how it is. So, Mr. and Mrs. Claus, thank you very much,
Lisa. That's all
I'll see you in due course. Okay. Two very different cards using similar but different, again, combinations of the stamps on today's show, but also the die set. It's September Savers at the moment. I'm sure you knew about this, Lisa. September Savers means you might have £5 credit from something you bought yesterday. If you don't have £5 credit to redeem, then all you need to do is make a purchase on this show now, anything except Freedom Membership. Seriously, buy anything except Freedom Membership, and you'll get £5 credit to use tomorrow. It's going to be valid from midnight tonight. So as soon as the clock strikes 12 tonight, and it's after midnight, you'll notice your £5 credit applied to your account, and you can redeem it tonight from midnight onwards for 24 hours. It's valid. You must use it within that 24 hours. And to redeem it, you need to spend £30 or more. Full terms and conditions on the website. Things like if it's flexi-buy, the first payment needs to be £30 at least. Things like that. It's full conditions on the website on hochanda.com. Lovely stuff on the One Day Special. Are you looking for something cute, also traditional, but with that little bit of quirkiness and fun about it as well? Oh, I'm really sorry to be boring, but are you also looking for something that's going to be usable? So not just for Christmas, but for birthdays through the year. You know, you've got your birdies on the branch that don't have to be robins, they don't have to have their Santa hats on, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a holly sprig next to it that you're using. Are you looking maybe for a birthday present or a birthday card or a new baby card or a new home card maybe? Because used with the igloo stamp, on today's programme, you could use your penguins there for a congratulations on moving into your new home. So they are real uses and choices here with these stamps. So it is always worth thinking about, isn't it? What am I going to use these for? Am I going to get multiple uses out of whatever I'm buying today? Is it just for one thing, or can I get lots and lots of things done with them? That said, even though they are suitable for all the way through the year, there is a heavy, and quite rightly so, a heavy Christmas emphasis with your cards today. For example, let's have a look at the soft cut from felt three-dimensional goodies that we've got here. They're so sweet. And you always think about the detail of what you're cutting, obviously, but you've got your base outlines there, even your little tootsies and your beaks and your eyes, all cuttable using the dies, but from felt. So for making little Christmas decorations, for going mixed media maybe, the possibility is there. There's our snowman. He can either have his hat on or his woolly hat. It's up to you on how you sort of change things. The arms, of course, as you're a die cutter, you're a crafter, you know that you can sort of play with those and make to sort of different shapes. And then the trees just give a really nice background. Oh, the igloo stamp. I didn't realise it was so close to hand. I was just talking about it. I didn't realise I had this right next to me. I could have shown it to you. But yeah, you've got your igloo stamp there, making that backdrop for your two penguins. And it's just a really nice, maybe a winter birthday card or a winter friendship card or a winter winter anniversary card, but that could easily be a congratulations on moving into your new home. And I love these. These are die-cut fish, actually from, and so is the fishing rod. That's from the die set, from your penguin set, so you will get that as well. Remember the felt items we just saw? This is a superb card here from Tracy, and she's cut felt to make your tree line, but also the sleigh and the presents, and then the detail for the presents is from Craft Card, but even the reindeer there is cut from the different colours of felt. Season's Greetings is just one of the sentiments that you'll be able to make from the dies. We'll show you those in a mo. 460583 is your item number. 1 minute queues on the phone at the moment, which isn't too bad. You can hang on, I'm sure. I would. I'd wait probably 3 times as long to get this offer for £8 off. But if you want to avoid the queues, order on the web. It's hochanda.com. 460583 for your 69 dies. It works out at about 83p per die, I think. And it's 28.48 today, and then a similar payment next month, and then the complete set. Not some or a couple, but all of the set will be with you. It's 87 pence per die, just to correct my quick maths there, I apologise. The lovely script dies here as well, Lisa. These pop up, these are your design as well.
Yes, absolutely.
And they work,
and the reason these came out is I did some stamps earlier in the year, which were just general sentiments, birthday sentiments and things, and they were the best-selling product that I've brought out to date.
Yeah, it's good to know that. You know when you design something and your heart's in your mouth and you think, oh my gosh,
and it is
anyone going to want to buy it?
It is, genuinely. You know, people say to me I need to be a little bit more confident because what I do is lovely, but you just don't know, you don't know what people are going to want, and they were popular. So I thought, right now, for those people who don't stamp, would really like to see these in dies. So we thought Christmas would be a perfect opportunity, and so far, again, as we predicted, they've been very popular.
Yes.
They're such a good size, Matt, that's the thing. They really are a good size.
It's quite clever, because I was just holding that card up, Joy, and I was just looking for it. Have I missed it off one of them?
No, it's
oh,
no,
it's on the second set. There you go. I'll get there.
So again, although it's a very simple sentiment there, what you'll find is that you can put 2 colours on and give them a shadow effect. You can use them simply, but they are big enough to be a statement piece on a card on their own, with a sentiment and just a flourish or something. Again, like there, look at that. I think I did that last night, okay? Yeah. But that's all I've done with that sentiment is just put cream on the back, and it's transform the die, hasn't it?
That's why making a dessert as well, that Lisa put cream on it. If you've ever watched that popular baking show. Well,
yes, that very popular baking show.
Just stick some cream on it.
I mean,
but you can mix and match as well. So you've got things like Jolly Holidays or Happy Holidays. Do you know what? You could probably even snip in. Could you put cheery and then borrow the Y off there?
Very much so. And that's a really good point, because I was going to say to you, you can snip into these. They're big enough to snip in, round any edges off you need to, and add letters. So
snip the S off, make that into cheers.
Exactly, that's exactly the one I was going to come to, because again, that then becomes a birthday sentiment.
Yeah, yeah. Or a card celebrating your favourite ever sitcom.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, or Christmas wishes, or Happy Holidays, or Merry Jolly Happy Holidays. Just be
so
funny.
Many. There are so many.
So 247967 is your item. It's really good value there. £12.99 for it. You get all 7 dies in that one, and that is the stylish script font Christmas Wishes. The other one is Season's Greetings, and in here you get your 8 dies, and if you saw the sample with ho 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 on it, that's where it came from.
Matt this morning on my Dutch show, he said, "Ho? What is ho?" I said, "No, you've got to put it 3 times." I didn't need to put 3 hoes on there, did I?
No, you didn't. No, because we'd be paying for then the 3, and then we'd be paying more money for 3. It's a bit like when you buy a numbers set, and it's like buying the 6 and the 9. You think, well, no, I'll just turn the 6 over and I'll put the 9.
Exactly. Yeah. But that one, again, you can mix that with the previous set, so the fonts are the same sizes. They're going to work very well together. You can have, I can't even think of anything at the moment, but
I will. You will. I know you didn't. You had a bit of a rough night, didn't you?
I had a very rough night. Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend staying where Lisa's staying.
Yeah, local lock-in. Very late night. That's all I can say. I wasn't at the lock-in, by the way.
It wasn't Lisa's fault, honestly. So you've got things like Season's Greetings, Ho Ho Ho, Jingle Bells, and Noel, and
Christmas Noels. If you could use that you mix the sets up again. So you've got, there's just loads you can do with them.
Noel, peace and joy. So you could just have the 3 words on a like a little.
What's really nice with these is where they're substantial, is you can die cut them into your card and put the pieces back in.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Understood. Yeah.
So you can make some different ways of using them, you know. They're big enough for that too. So,
well, there's Lisa's name on there with her lovely designs here. $812.99 plus delivery, and it's 784-246 to order the lovely Seasons dies there, the Seasons greetings. The Mr. and Mrs. Claus stamp set, we've seen it and we've used it, and also it is not just the only stamp that you get on there with the Mr. and Mrs. Claus, but you've got your details on the left-hand side, and it's over here now, isn't it? Because I had it there.
That's right. That's right.
Here we go. If I leave it there you go. I won't touch it.
Yep, don't move it.
Won't touch it. There you are. There's a freedom price on that, and it's $11.63. We are very busy for this now. 723-838. I'll just spin it round so you can see approaching a quarter of the stock gone. That's phenomenal after just a quick mention. So a lot of people are loving that today. Mr. and Mrs. Claus, you've got Santa's sack there, the really humorous. Yeah.
Do you know what? He has been incredibly popular, and I think it's because he's a nice-looking Santa.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that sounds very silly.
He's rounded.
He is what I call Santa. Yeah. You know, and the thing is with him as well, when you put him with Mrs. Claus as well, they look like a very cute couple, but they're not twee.
Yes.
So they're very usable, and I actually really like these when you start teaming them up with the dies. They just work so well together.
But you've just got the space on there, haven't you? I mean, you know, for colouring him in and stuff, but you've also got that glitter ability, you know, you've got the space to put.
And the thing is, you can colour in with them. You've got good, nice spaces. So
I think he might look a bit scary, but I think you could add googly eyes on him, maybe. You could try it. I don't know.
Maybe give him some rum or something.
I don't know.
Like he's had a drink or something.
17. Well, yeah. If it's truth to be told, he probably has.
Very good for paper piecing as well. Those ones.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can do 3D with them with the snow and what have you.
Yeah. OK, so it's $11.63 plus delivery, including delivery, sorry, if you're with Freedom, or $11.99 plus delivery if you're not with Freedom to order today. That whole stamp set, 723-838. Made smaller for the packaging, but we saw there, you know, they are a nice big stamp. Other items that Lisa's been loving using and thought you'd appreciate seeing with the wonderful dies that have been released here. The penguins on the clear stamp set here. You get the lovely fishing rod stamp. Of course, don't forget you've got the die, which works in the one-day special. But you've also got the igloo there, and just the shapes, just the happy shapes that they've got. One of them sitting, one of them having a little tap and a dance and a flutter, one of them having a waddle, and then you've got the slightly larger one as well. So it just depends. And then the lovely earmuffs too. Beautiful stuff. So 172123 is your item number. It's $11.99 plus delivery. Just a reminder of the background die, the Twinkle Star. Nearly a quarter of the stock gone here. It's 533142, and it's $18.99 plus delivery to get that. And Lisa, I know that you wanted to squeeze in one more demonstration.
I do. Well, I want to squeeze in loads, but you know, I know.
At least one.
I always say this, don't I? Though that's the thing.
We've always got grand plans, and hopefully we deliver.
On the show, we do have 2 embossing folders, which I would like to concentrate more on. Okay. We have one that's got stars on it, and one that's, I want to call them the sweets off of a Christmas, what they call them, gingerbread house.
Yes, yeah.
Like candy, round the candies.
Yeah.
They are stunning, actually. So.
Like the candy lolly pancake, but you imagine them on a stick. Sorry. Yeah,
so if you can see just on my screen here, that's the 2. I've cut them down, obviously. Now, we can do, whether I get 2 done or not, there's 2 options of the cards here. So one of them, I've die cut it onto a coconut white card on here, just to give it a slight difference in colour. And then I've made a frame for the edge. And I've done a white on white, like that, which I love, white on white. But if you look, it's got that sparkle in there as well. So you've got that glitter kiss going on in that one. Okay, and on this one, what I've done is I've cut a frame in red, and then I've used the same thing, and I've done the frosty glitter kiss on there, but I've set that so it sits inside that aperture. So if you don't necessarily want it 3D, you don't have to.
Lovely embossing. I've never seen one like it.
No,
I think it's really usable for that
glorious embossing folder. So what is really lovely is we're going to use this one and we're going to glue this one together because I want to show you what I've done with my owl because he looks so lovely. Yeah. He's so lovely. I love the owl. I have to say the owl is soul of my heart a little bit. Out of all of them, the owl is my little favourite, I think.
Don't listen to Snowman.
No, you're cute as well.
Don't listen to penguins. Shh. They just gave a really dirty look, actually.
Did they? Those penguins? Yeah. Bit dodgy. I might take that back then. You know, scary penguins. We don't want that, do we?
Penguins. Lovely owl as well. But really usable dies. Obviously, Lisa, you've thought it through. You've thought it through for Christmas and for birthdays and sort of events, making to sell as well. You know, for what customers want when you're making your own cards.
There's one lady. I hope she's watching. Michaela. Okay. She bought my penguin stamps last year and she got so many orders out of them. Yeah,
she work, because it's easier said than done always when we say you can make to sell, you know.
It's hard work, and some of her samples, I know she emailed in, I don't know if we've had a chance to see anything. On top of that, she's now got the dies, so they work beautifully together. So she's also, it's made it a little bit easier for her if she's got lots of jobs. You can quickly cut them. Yeah. Right. So just pop the frame on. Just going to glue this on. So I've just got to be aware it is glue, so it might. I've just got to make sure it doesn't curl too much in the middle.
While you're gluing there, Lisa,
please do.
I'll very quickly mention the embossing folders here. You get both of them for $9.99 plus delivery. You get the shimmering stars, which is the one at the front. Quite handy, of course, embossing folders are this milky plastic, so you're not necessarily going to see the design very well. So quite handily, the design is printed then on the packaging.
And then use your packaging. Use that as the background.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Don't waste that.
And then there's that candy burst. I wanted to say candy swirls, but candy burst, which is just the coolest embossing folder, you know, for something totally different to what you've already got, maybe. 533906, you get both of them. They are 5.75 inches and 7.5 inches in height, so 5.75 width. $9.99 plus delivery gets you them both.
Okay.
That was good timing, though, so we didn't miss anything off you.
Now, on the owl set, what I love is he has his hats. He also had, look, there's a couple here. Let me just show you a couple. I know I did show last night, but we have got, it's worth showing you some different owls. What we've got him with his antlers on and his
earmuffs.
And his earmuffs. Yeah. Okay. We've got...
What's the headphones bit?
We've got him. He looks a bit more like a wizardy kind of looking owl.
Well said. Yeah, it's funny what the colours do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So then we've got two that aren't Christmas. So we've got your thinking about it, confused looking owl. Depends where you put his eyes, really. Yeah. And then we have...
you failed your driving test. Yeah. You know, like instead of passed,
And that's more, I did pass.
Yeah. What am I going to do now? How am I going to afford the insurance?
Okay.
So I can buy the car. I found a really nice Ford Fiesta, but I can't, it's going to cost me 4 times the price of the car to insure it.
But if you look, you can see where the eyes are. They're all in different places, and it just gives them a completely different look. It's like see no evil, hear no evil, whatever it is, isn't it?
Hands on the ears, hands on the eyes, and hand on the mouth. Yeah.
So what comes in with that set
is... the owls. You can get the owls individually.
So cute, the owls.
Or in a pair. Each die set's paired up as well. Either way, you get a nice price. But the biggest saving is if you get the bundle, £8 off on one day special. So
what we have got is on that set, you do get... You can see I've been die cutting a lot, can't you? You get the... Sort of piece like that, and then what I did, I cut it in 4 different colours, and then I snipped the pieces off, so I've made little lights. Then glue them on. That's 1, 2, 3.
It's all the extra dies that you've put in there for us, isn't it, Lisa?
And it is. It's what thing is because I'm a crafter, I know what I'm going to use, and I know what would be a waste of time, but I do know what I need, and it comes through, and it does show. I don't care what anybody says. When you it really helps. It really helps. And I actually, when I was even designing these, I was cutting them out on my electronic die cutting machine to make sure I was happy with how they all went together and everything. Good. Also, I'm going to go back to using that piece of tree. I'm not sure what colour. No, we're going to go with the green, actually. You know, the piece of foliage we had earlier from this set that has the birds in it. So we'll just glue that on.
Little branch, obviously from the one day special.
Yeah.
And we cut it in the sort of nice sort of caramel colour card.
We did, and I've just looked, and the caramel colour is too wishy-washy for this bright card.
Okay, yeah.
So
red border and
yeah,
lights.
I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. And when I look down, the green kind of fits like that. So pop that down like that. And again, as I do, I go off the edge. I don't necessarily want it sitting smack bang in the middle. So what gluey fingers. Now look what I've done here to him.
Oh,
He's my favourite.
You borrowed one of the presents from the sleigh dice.
Yeah, borrowed a present, pops it under his arms. He's Christmas, but take that off, and he's not Christmas, he's a birthday owl.
Yeah.
So you can put him like that, and you can leave him like that, but I think we're going to have a thinking about it owl.
Oh, I like that one, the eyes.
Because he sits like that. Cute?
Yeah, very cute.
Should we do that? Okay. Let's actually, I'm gonna pop him up with some foam pads because he'll look much better
Just to raise him up
raised, I think, standing proud. That's glue's come up on there. Okay, and then we'll pop.
Of course, we'll see you again this afternoon at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock,
you will.
Lisa. Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. You can see I've had a lot of fun with these, can't you?
Yes, very happy.
Even looking at everything I've cut and popped in the bags, and I genuinely. I'm very proud of these.
Yeah, so you've got a lot to share with us later on as well. 1 o'clock.
Oh, goodness, yeah. We're going to be using 1 o'clock. I think we need to use those gorgeous penguins and the quirky reindeers.
Oh, stay tuned then. Tune back at 1 o'clock this afternoon with Lisa and also 5 o'clock. And you're getting 7 die sets in the one-day special, including what we just mentioned there, the lovely reindeer, but also those cheeky penguins.
We've popped that on there, and then in that Christmassy snowy set we've got, let's use the twinkles.
Oh, yeah. This has been a popular set for finishing off your cards, tell you. The Cosmic Shimmer Twinkles, they're the Icicle Blue Twinkles that I've got here. Also the Polished Silk Glitter, and that's the Sparkle Star colour of Polished Silk Glitter. And also, oh yeah, here's the third item that you get, the Glitter Kiss, one of the new colours on the Glitter Kiss, that beautiful tone there of your frosty sparkle. The Glitter Kiss just here. It's a brilliant product that if you've never seen Glitter Kiss before, you can turn any cardstock glittery or add a little dusting of glitter to it. Nearly half the stock gone on this set, and it's £12.99 plus delivery to order. It's 809125 to get it now.
And then we've got the stars that we used on the die.
Oh yeah, the background stars, so you saved these, yeah.
So we can use, do we want white or do we want... No, I'm going to faff, aren't I? Stop it. So I'll have the blue ones. So you can pop a few...
Oh, good colour choice, yeah.
Stars down like that. And I just leave that.
So funny that you get that reminder, though, that cardstock is double-sided. Yes. So you literally just flip it over.
Literally.
And you get
so if you want a dark... Yeah, what's it look like with the dark blue?
There you go, with the sort of turquoisey blue. I like it with the minty colour. As soon as you put it down, I thought, yeah, it's a good choice. Because that's too many colours now, isn't it? The bright green, bright red, bright yellow.
I'm very fussy. Everything has to tone in for me, and I just... I wouldn't like it. Oh, thanks, Matt.
It's OK. Bit impromptu.
I don't mind. I like a bit of impromptu, don't I?
Well, I just thought I've got it in my hand. If I put it down again,
you pop one down there for me.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. About here?
Yeah, that's fine. So, I think that's more than enough. I don't even think he needs a sentiment. I think he's lovely. So should I turn him around and hold him up for you?
You've always got the inside for things like that, haven't you? Pop an insert in or a sentiment on the inside.
So look at him.
What lovely colours.
Not traditional colours, but hey, who cares? It's Christmassy.
Absolutely. It's Christmassy, but do you know what? Take away the lights, keep the lights, definitely take away the hat, and it doesn't have to be Christmassy.
Not at all, does he?
Yeah.
I love him. Yes.
Yeah, he's got a good home.
What I have got very very quickly in one... do I ever do anything very quickly? No, I don't. In one of my sets, we've got... what I meant to say, to pop on... Turn it round, Lisa. Don't behave like you're at home.
No, do behave like you're at home. That's the point.
So if you want to, we've got little bits of holly.
Make a little sprig,
I don't want to pop them on because actually, we can. Doesn't matter. It's wet, so it will probably actually glue them on. And we can have little holly sprigs in his ear.
So cute.
Like that. And then you've got berries, which you can use from eyes, from the snowman, from anything else you've got in there. Pop a couple of little berries on there.
With your red cardstock or white with a bit of ink.
Exactly, but we haven't got it, so we just pop a little bit of like that. So I think that just finishes him off. He now looks Christmassy, doesn't he?
Absolutely, he does. He does. He looks very, very Christmassy. You've got your Christmas owl. Maybe even pop him on there with a proper Santa hat, like you've got Lisa, holding a present as well. Or not. You don't. Again, it's the combinations. The whole point of the fact that you're making your own cards is that you can make your own choices.
Exactly.
The lovely thing is these dies work with the embossing folders that are on today's show, like the folder that we use there, the lovely candy swirls, but also the stamps that you brought with you as well, Lisa.
Yes.
So everything you've thought it all through.
I have.
So to anyone that's already invested, has got something that they can then add and get more.
I will reiterate, which I said last night, but just again, I've had a lot of questions of people saying to me, do the penguin stamps stamp directly onto the dies?
Oh yeah, good question.
No, they don't, and they accompany them and they work very well together. They're a slightly different size, and the only reason that they're not a companion is that we have the stitching around the edge of the die. If you stamp onto it, you lose your stitching, and you have stitching on the stamp as well, so it doesn't quite work, but you know, they work well together.
But you can have a background stamp and then and then a foreground die cut.
Exactly. So they work brilliantly together, but they aren't a companion.
Okay, understood. Thank you for that, Lisa. And as you see, the stitching detail, if you've just tuned in and you've missed it so far, that's the stitching detail on the die cuts. And then the stitching detail on the igloo gives you an idea of what it would look like on the stitched stamped penguins there around the edge. Beautiful card, that. Made using the igloo stamp, but also the dies on the foreground are on today's
It's worth noting there's two kinds of feet on the penguin as well. Two kind of feet, very quickly. That's the other kind of feet you get.
Just the dancey one, but
so you've got the regular feet, but you've also got the diddy feet. So he can be sitting down or standing up if you like. So just another way of using them.
These ones are sitting there and showing us the bottom of their flippers, and that one's sort of on the. You can see his toes.
He's standing up. He's on twinkle toes.
Yeah, he's on the move. He's about to go, isn't he? He's about to head off to get some fish. And then you've got your robins that don't have to be robins. I know we're sort of going on about it, but it's nice to remind us all that it's a usable set that's not just Christmassy. Very Christmassy until we don't want it to be, and then it doesn't have to be.
That one you're picking up now, Matt, is that what did we call it?
Oh, yeah, Midnight.
It's the Midnight Sparkle from the Glitter Bits. But if you want to look at, I think it was... I can't remember if it was 6 or 8 p.m. last night, you'll find the demo for that one on there.
OK, then. All right, I think it was 6 that you would have done that, yeah.
If I didn't do it with you.
But it wasn't with 8.
No, that's fine. Then it was 6 p.m,
And it was a long day, though, because you never know. You get scared sometimes.
So we die cut that with the double-sided adhesive sheets and put the polished silk glitter on that one. OK. Again, same background that we just saw on that last card. Has sold out now, actually, this birch forest background. But the owl looks different. Cute. Looks completely different, doesn't he?
Yeah, look at his little hat if you put it down at sort of a jaunty angle. And then we've got the trees that are brilliant at creating a background. So on the larger cards or the smaller cards, this one's about to come in and eclipse the one behind it, you can do with 6x6s and 8x8s, but you've got the big sort of the tree lines that you can make, the embossing folders that again create your backdrops, or the dies in this case, and then that lovely snowman. Lisa, we'll see you again at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
I'll be here.
And also 5 p.m. tonight. So stay tuned for more One Day Special. Place your order now, and then you know you've got it, maybe, and then you know that you can just relax and enjoy Lisa's demonstrations. But we'll see you again at 1 o'clock. Thank you for watching. Coming up, the Sizzix Sewing Room is next. We've also got Sheena in with the Day of the Dead dies and stamps. Can't wait. And then also the Tonic magazine monthly mega deal in 2 hours. Don't forget Crafting Market live 12 hours a day on Sky 676, 8 till 8.
Hello, I'm Robert Adams from Paper Crafts, and I've been designing products for crafters for over 15 years. I really enjoy making cards, and I hoped that I can bring you projects that will be inspirational to make. I'm really excited as the designer to bring you a product that I know will look fantastic but is simple and easy to make. And they also come with comprehensive instructions, so you're never going to get lost in the making process. As a designer and a crafter, I take pride in being in control of all of the processes and also using the best quality materials in everything that we make and design. I hope you can join me on Hochanda for future shows where I'll be launching our latest products.
Have you ever thought of becoming a member of the Hochanda family? Many of our shareholders are in fact customers. Passionate and dedicated crafters whom we regard as part of our family and whom we treat like royalty. We are now giving you at home the opportunity to join our family, become a shareholder and be part of this success story. Visit us at www.hochanda.com/invest for more information.
Hello, my name's Kay, and together with my husband Alfie we have a little stamp manufacturing company called Indigo Blue. We started off in our garden shed and now we have a lovely family of people working together to make gorgeous rubber stamps. And now we're actually working with Hochanda, some like-minded people, to really bring all that inspiration to you at home.
Good morning. Good morning, Mandy.
Good morning.
Second live hour now.
It is.
It is
indeed. More of a reasonable hour.
Yes, rather than the 7 o'clock one, indeedy. We've got some brand new todays of your big dies and some thinlits and framelits as well. But this little chappy here, if you were sensible and still in bed at 7 o'clock and you didn't see the show, this has gone down an absolute storm. They're adorable, aren't they?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
So this is our fabulous gnomes, and this is what you can be making. We are over 2/3 of the stock gone,
wow.
I believe. So it's approaching 2/3, so it's probably going to sell out. They are brilliant for Christmas presents, aren't they?
And so quick to make.
Now, we had some lovely requests and names coming in earlier. Would you like to know the names so far? Okay. So this, Georgie's saying, if you remember, I think I remember.
I think I can.
The one with the bell, this is Rupert, right? Now, was it the grey that was Albert?
Yes.
Right, so this is, so you've got Rupert, we've got Albert, we've got Gilbert,
yep,
and we've got Elvis.
Yay.
Yes, so those were the gnome names.
And the next one was going to be Norbert.
Norbert we had Norris and Horace, and I can't remember them all, but they're brilliant, aren't they? So this one, very, very popular. Do you reckon we're going to fit another one in this hour?
Yes, I do.
Great stuff. Right, so we're going to see a gnome made in action. Now this is just $14.99 for your big die. 550450 is your item number. Next up is the maple leaf.
Yes, and with that we've done a sort of autumnal wreath.
Yeah.
With some lovely, lovely felt colours.
Yeah, they're really nice, aren't they? It's just such a useful die. I mean, what else would you recommend putting this on?
I think it looked fantastic. You know, just sort of as panels on a quilt. It's a nice simple shape. I mean, you could decorate anything for an autumnal feel. You know, if you want your house to have that autumn, you know, you could do tea towels.
Oh, yes.
Just everything, decorate the lot.
Really nice. Have a look at this. This is a great wreath, isn't it? Look at that. And obviously you were doing that demonstration in the last hour too at 7 o'clock if you want to catch up on that. But it's quick and easy, isn't it?
Really quick and easy, yes.
Nice. So for your maple leaf, it is just $14.99. Your item number is 107002. Next up, we've got this one, which is your tangram.
I've never even heard of that name. Does it have a meaning, do you know, or anything?
I think it's just that type of puzzle.
Oh.
I remember doing them at school, and you'd get all the different pieces and you'd have to fit them into the square tray. But I saw it and I thought, wow, there's loads, you know, it's 3 different sizes of triangles on there, plus a nice square and a sort of diamondy shape. And, you know, just be fantastic as a kind of starter's block, because you've got 3, you could do 3 different sizes of half square triangles for patchwork, quarter square triangles. If you wanted to do some English paper piecing with it, you could do that as well. So
lovely. Oh, that's not it. Sorry, just to say that's the bunting. Sorry, Christine. I don't think we've got a sample for this one.
But we're going to have a good play around with that.
Oh, good, lovely. There we are. So for your tangram, it is $14.99. 457235 is your item number. This is where the bunting's from.
Yes.
It's from the thinlits that we've got here. But you were saying you've pretty much been able to cut some felt out with this.
Absolutely, yeah. The bunting one, I've cut out and done this sort of bunting, mini bunting cushion, just with a little bit of sort of fusible web on the back, iron them down, stitch around, and you know, really effective. I think it's really sweet.
Very easy to do.
And then the woven heart.
Yes, now I must show you, because this one, when I turned it around, it did baffle me at first. So you have a look, it's the heart, but when we turn it around, that's how it comes to you.
Yep.
Oh, so how does it piece together?
Well, they're all sort of interwoven.
Right.
I mean, you know, it's supposed to be done in paper, and I tried paper and card, and my fingers weren't having it.
It can be done, yeah.
But with the felt, it was easy, really easy, and they're just really effective and sweet. And they make like a little basket, and you can put sweets in them. You can hang them on a tree, Christmas tree.
Right.
I mean, they've got, like you're saying, they've got that sort of Scandi feel to them.
They do, don't they? Especially in those colours, those reds and creams. For your thinlits and your framelits then, it's $9.99. Your item number is 353817. Next up, we've got the Lovable Bunny. So these are now the back by popular demand. We had some lovely photos coming up. We had a lovely photo at the 7 o'clock show.
A picture frame, hadn't they, with the bunny? Lovely.
It's really nice as your home decor, actually. So here's your Lovable Bunny, and he's a good size.
He is. I mean, he's brilliant just to applique onto things.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done a cushion.
Yes.
We've done sort of T-shirts and things in the past. Hand towels.
Yeah.
All sorts. He's lovely.
Cute,
really
isn't
lovely.
It? So it's a lovely little feature piece. $13.99. Your item number is 723639. Another back by popular demand is our Scotty dog.
Yes.
Everybody loves the Scotty.
He's been on so many shows and so popular.
And here you can see, you can make 3D projects if you want to. They're fine, but just have it flat.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Applique it onto a bag. Skirts, you could do that kind of 50s style skirt with a little doggy on the lead.
That's cute.
All sorts of, again, he's just a lovely, and he's a really good size as well.
Yes, he is, isn't he? Look at that. He is $20.99. However, if you're a Freedom member, it's $18.89. 486686 is your item number. Then another back by popular demand is the hexagon.
Yes, real favourite, and just a real staple piece to get. A real, you know, one of those dies that you'll just use over and over again. It's fantastic.
Brilliant for your paper piecing.
Yeah, English paper piecing. Yeah. This one's quite a nice size. You could probably get away with doing it on your sewing machine as well.
Oh, lovely. And of course we've got that sample there, that nice little pin cushion, which is really gorgeous. It's $14.99, 359295. And then could you talk us around the machine?
This is the new Big Shot fold away. So basically the sides fold up. It's really compact. You can take it out with you if you're going on a crafting day, if you haven't got much room for storage, put it away. And this one comes with a fantastic pack. You've got some thinlits, you've got some Biggs dye, you've got felt, fabric, paper.
Yeah, 10 sheets and they are double-sided. Yeah. There we go. So let me just, you are getting that Biggs dye behind, it's a bit hidden there. 4 shapes on the Biggs dye. 4 shapes on the Biggs dye, and then we've also got 10 shapes on the thinlits. It is in there, it's just sometimes it's hard to see. So you've got a big butterfly on there, I believe, and then there's 10 shapes. This is nice because you've got a little pillow box, make a little gift box. Very helpful. And of course you've got the papers to already make it with.
Exactly, and you can decorate it with your sort of felt flowers or whatever you like.
Nice. This is £149.99. 697165 is your item number. All you need to do is call us 01733602000 or check out on the website at hochanda.com. A little bit more information about our September Savers. This is the event that we're running throughout the entire month. All you need to do is make a purchase from any of our live shows, excluding Freedom membership. That's the only thing that doesn't work with this, during September, and you will be given £5 credit. In order to redeem this, you do need to spend £30 or more the following day, and if you're paying on FlexiBuy, that needs to be £30 or more as well. For full T's and C's, have a look on the website at hochanda.com. I'm going to ask you again for more of your either photographs, if you've got maybe the Scotty dog or the hexagons, you've been doing a bit of paper piecing, and I'd still like more gnome names because that was really fun. We had some really good ones. So what will this new gnome be called?
Absolutely.
As I said, we've had Horace, Norris,
Norbert.
Oh, do you know what? Good point. Although, having said that, our Christine's just said, why are they all men's names? Why aren't they girls' names? I'll tell you why. Well, because the gnome does have a big, bushy beard.
Yes,
I don't think we're going to start offending any ladies out there, you know what I mean? So that's why we haven't had any girl names.
Yeah.
Now, it makes me chuckle, actually, because you've used, like, faux fur, haven't you, for his beard? It's really cute, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's been molting all morning.
I know. I love it. They're suggesting, I don't know if it would still piece together, they're suggesting no beard and have hair. I don't know if we'd put the beard round the back like long hair.
You could do some like sort of wool braids or something.
Yeah. I'm just thinking how we'd get his face though, because you've only got his nose. Well, you could
still just attach the nose under...
Just the hat?
Yeah, just under the hat.
All right, we'll have to
And then the sort of braids coming down.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
I haven't got any wool though to do that, but I will. I shall attempt it at home.
It's just an idea. Yeah. All right. So, do you want to talk us around the machine as it's there?
Okay. So, this is the fold away. So we've got the two sides, which basically you just pull them out, and they just fold away like that.
See, it looks like a little beehive. That's what I'm talking about. See, it does.
Yeah, I don't quite see that myself, but you know.
I know, random. As usual, I'm random.
So the handle also folds in, and so it's just really compact. Yeah. You can pack it in a bag and take it off for a sewing day, general crafting day, or if you're short on space and you're at home, you know, it's fantastic. It's as solid as the regular Big Shot. I mean, that was my concern. You know, it could be a bit, but it's, you know, it's a good weight. It's not going to shift around. The folding mechanism feels really solid. So when you open it out, just pull it out, lock it into place, and then you've even got handy storage inside the drawer there, and you can put some thinlits in there, and the same on the other side.
Right.
So, can't see whether that's locked in.
I know, sorry, you're doing it from the other side, yeah.
So, the machine works on exactly the same principle. So I've got my regular cutting plates. It's got the 6-inch throat, so anything that will go through a regular Big Shot will go through the fold away.
Yes.
You can use all your extended plates on there as well. So, with the gnome die, basically we've got the body shape.
Right.
We've got the hat shape, but we also use that for the beard.
Right.
And then we've got the base for the bottom of the body, and another little oval there for his nose.
His little nose.
His little nose.
That's really cute.
So let's lay that there. I think I'm going to pop this one for his hat. There we go, and let's run that through the machine.
He's going to have a very nice coloured tunic, he is. I like that blue. It's really nice. I have them here. So
subtle tones for whatever this one is to be called.
They They're so sweet. They come together really nice and easily. Look, and they're so adorable. It's just the fact that they've got no eyes and no mouth. It's just a nose sticking out that makes me chuckle.
So there we've got our bodies, our hat, the base, and the nose. Right.
We've had another fabulous email come in. This is from Julie.
Right.
Hello, Julie. She's saying, Mandy, could you use cotton or wool wadding for the beards?
Absolutely,
right.
yes, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
And she suggested as a name Bertram. Excellent names.
They are, aren't they?
I love that. But they lend themselves so perfectly, don't they?
They do.
It's just got a gnome ring about it.
Right, so if you're using the fur, try and sort of fold up the bottom, and then it gives it a shaggier kind of feel. Otherwise it's a bit perfectly trimmed.
Right.
And I like a gnome with a rustic beard.
A rustic beard. You should see one of our directors, Andy. He's very rustic. There we go. It is shedding a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah.
So there we go. We've got his lovely fluffy beard.
Fluffy beard. Now we are approaching 3/4 of the gnome gone, so it's a good job you're demonstrating it first, I think.
Yes. Oh, fluff, fluff, fluff. Right.
And we do have queues on the phone lines, so the fastest way to order is online at hochanda.com. Everybody wants the gnomes. It's a good little idea, isn't it? You know, they're on trend, aren't they? Sorry, I know a lot of people don't like that phrase, but you're seeing a lot of them around, aren't you?
So I started one earlier, so we could very quickly
that'd be great.
Get this put together. Right. If I put my
what you after?
These scissors for stuffing it. I know this scares you.
What, with the scissors? Oh, only because I don't want to.
So basically, I've taken the 2 hat pieces and I've just done a blanket stitch around the outside, and then I can just stuff that. Oh, a bit much there.
And I'm pretty sure we've got some stuffing on the website if you do need to get some.
There was lots of felt as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's lots of felt on a pick and mix. We'll put that at the bottom of the screen.
Right, and then I was just going to finish off sewing on the base. So I've sewn down both sides, and then I'm just stitching in.
So he gets that flat base, so he can hopefully stand up a little bit. I suppose you could put a little weight or something in the bottom, couldn't you? Just a mini one.
Yeah.
If you wanted
or
to.
with
or a bit of card.
Which one? Rupert.
Yes.
We just added a little string and a bell on, so it would just work for a.
This is Rupert.
Little, yes. I had to think which name we'd gone for.
Yeah, it's Rupert. Oh, sorry, it's hidden then. There we are. That's Rupert. Yes, he's got a little bell, a little string.
And so he'd be perfect for hanging on a Christmas tree.
Yeah. Or our director's just suggested bunting.
Yes.
Gnome bunting would be great.
Gnome bunting, how cute.
String off them across the fireplace. Lovely.
Yes, I will definitely be doing these as little. I think instead of Christmas cards, I don't really like doing Christmas cards. I just think it's such
do gnomes.
But some people gnomes instead.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were saying in the 7 o'clock show that you could personalise, put somebody's initials on the hat or just the letter of their first name on the hat. It's cute, isn't it? But definitely for a tree. And if you're making to sell, which of course is absolutely fine, if your craft stall is covered in all these gnomes, how good would that be?
I know, it's going to attract people, isn't it? So that's the base stitched together.
Blanket stitch really finishes it off. I do like a good blanket stitch.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Right, then we just stuff the base.
I guess it could be a paperweight if you put some.
I think I've overstuffed mine a bit because they don't seem to want to.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
They don't seem to want to
stand up.
No.
Yeah, that would be all right.
But yes, if you put a little weight on, it'd be like sort of wobbly.
Yeah. Do you find these easier to do by hand, or can you do them on the machine?
Yes, you can definitely do them on the machine, but I like that kind of hand finished, more sort of rusticy look. And I was saying before, I do like a blanket stitch. And I think with felt, it just looks so effective. So we've stuffed the body, and then we just need to make our nose.
This bit's quite fun.
So we just take the smaller oval, and initially I was thinking, how would you do the nose? And I was wondering how, before I got the die, and I was thinking, oh, I could get some of that sort of plasticine clay stuff that you stick in the oven, and attach it to a button back, and I bought all the bits to do it.
Oh, did you?
And then realised it was already on the die, and just so simple and straightforward to do. And I was really over elaborating.
Yeah, so everything, all the pieces are on the die.
Yeah. So yes, I mean the nose is so simple to do. I don't know why I was thinking. So yes, just stitch all the way around.
So are you sort of
it's just a little running stitch so that I can gather it all together. And then I'll just take a tiny bit of toy stuffing and
you have to do a tiny bit here.
Roll it up. And then pull that nice and tight.
Right.
Stuff the...
Like a little drawstring.
Yeah. And let's pull that in and stitch it closed.
And then I'm interested to see how he all comes together. So the beard is the same shape as the hat?
Yes.
It's just upside down?
Yes.
Right, so you need to cut that a couple of times.
Right, so there's our little nose. And then I'm going to stitch that on to the beard. A little bit down, because the hat's going to come down, and it will show us where to put the hat.
We are now over 80% of the gnomes gone. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll finish it. But yeah, and we loaded a lot of stock of that. Clearly, we're all loving the gnomes. They're just so cute and fun. Perfect to get making these. We had a lovely email earlier saying that a lady was going to make all the gnomes for her work colleagues. Yeah. And a little 8-year-old boy would absolutely love it.
Right.
How is that doing there?
One more stitch and that will be attached there. And then I'm going to attach the beard onto the body. So you just go along the top edge and come up there.
Oh, so it's not too fiddly. I was a bit worried it'd be fiddly.
No, not at all. And because this bit's not going to be seen, it doesn't need to be tiny little stitches or anything.
Oh, will that be under the hat?
Yeah,
right.
It'll just be tucked under.
Can you remind us what type of thread you're using?
I'm just using just a perlé thread. I think
is that embroidery thread?
Yeah, it's just an embroidery thread. I think it's an 8.
Is that better just for sturdiness?
I like quite a thick thread rather than the sort of fine strands that you get, and because I want it to show up nice and it's also really strong. Okay,
cute.
So and then we just take our little hat and bring that down over the top.
Look how sweet he is. His little nose sticking out.
And then I'm just doing a hidden stitch. Get on there. There we go. So I'm just coming in right next to where the threads come out, but quite a big stitch behind, so you won't really see it.
I think Christine, our director, would love it if you could leave her some cut pieces of the gnome. She'd really quite like to do one of these.
Definitely.
We'll see a big reveal in a minute with his little face. I like this.
Yes, he's getting squished around a little bit at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, we can't quite see there. Yeah. So you've got to get comfortable to sew this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to hold it quite tight just to make sure that the hat doesn't come off while I'm stitching it.
These are one of those crafts that you can really sit and have a nice comfortable evening.
Absolutely, because they're so easy to do. Yeah, you don't have to think too hard, and you can just get through them.
So I think this one's going to have to be Bertram.
Bertram.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. And he's done.
There he is.
Right, look at this collection of gnomes we've got already. So we've got Bertram, the new one. Rupert, who's got the bell. Albert. Is that Albert or Gilbert?
That was Albert.
Albert in the grey. We'll have to remember Albert in the grey.
Gilbert with the brown.
Gilbert with the brown.
And Elvis with the bright red.
Because that's random. Yeah, because he's got the bright red hat. He's jazzy.
Oh,
there you
so
go.
Cute.
Look at them. They're so adorable.
Them.
Love it. Thank you very much, Mandy. Right, we are going to do a quick recap. What are you going to be doing after this?
We're going to have a play with the tangram.
Okay. Oh, I'd like that. I'm intrigued with that. Now, got some other things for you to have a look at. We've got a Christmas tree big sty. It's called Oh Christmas Tree if you're looking for it on the website. This is just $14.99. Your item number is 676946. Also got the stars die as well. Oh, graphics have gone a bit slow, haven't they? $14.99, 850948. All right, now this fabulous machine from Sizzix. You know it's going to be an absolute workhorse, this. It is a brilliant machine. It's been launched and it is your fantastic portable one. And I just absolutely adore this, the way it all folds up so it gets really compact, but it still has all of the fantastic features of your other Sizzix machines. I mean, people have been saying they've had their machine for like 17, 18 years. These machines are built to last. As with the other Sizzix machines, it's got all metal gears, even pressure as it goes through, but this one will fold away. So if you don't have very much space in your craft room, maybe you don't yet have a craft room, or you're someone that goes to craft groups, then this is a fantastic machine to take with you. And it's not just the machine that you get. You've got 10 sheets of the paper pack, which is double-sided. You've also got 4 of the dotty fabrics, and these actually match the colours that are in the paper pad. Plus you've got 4 of your felts, you can see there. And then we've got some dies as well. There's 10 thinlits, and I love you get the little pillow box, so you can make a little gift. And there is 4 of the big dies or shapes on here. There we go. So lovely little set there for just $149.99. 697165 is your item number. It's a fabulous machine. The gnomes, now I think these are going to be gone shortly. We've lost a lot of stock on the gnomes. These are brand new today, and what you can make is just adorable. All right, I've been told these have gone limited. Good job we did that one first, Mandy. So these have gone super duper limited, I've just been told. Okay, fastest fingers first if you want this. It is $14.99. Your item number is 550450. Thinlits and your framelits that we have got here. You've got the bunting, and then you've also got the hearts, those kind of Scandi feel hearts. And there's the bunting on the cushion. And then if I just twizzle this around, because like I've said, when I first saw this, I thought, how does this heart work then? How does this work? It comes to you as like a little strips, it cuts strips, and then you interweave them. So that's a lovely little project to do again of an evening. There we go, they're sweet, aren't they? Love that. If you want to go for those, just $9.99. Your item number is 353946. 817. Next up, we've got the Lovable Bunny. This one's a back by popular demand. And it's a really good size. It's a lovely focal point. Look, it looks great on the cushion. Could be on a bag for life as well. So very nice focal point. £13.99. 723639 is your item number. Coming on to the Scotty dog. This one always does supremely well. It's a lovely size, this one. Cute, isn't it? Look. So you can make them 3D. They're absolutely fine for 3D, or you can just have them flat. Oh, and applique them. Oh, actually, may I point this one out? Look, look, because it's then a little blanket stitch on the bag. There it is. It looks good, doesn't it? All the way round. That's really pretty. So if you want that, it does have a Freedom discount. So it's £20.99 if you're not a member, or Freedom membership, it's £18.89. 486686 is your item number. Then we've got here, we're back to another new today. This is the maple leaf. Way! This is the maple leaf. It's a really good size, this one. And if you look at the sample, what a lovely thing to be doing. Making a nice little autumnal wreath with the maple leaves. That's beautiful, isn't it? I think as well, you could probably 3D these up as well, because they're still a decent size. So if you wanted to make little pin cushions with them. That's a nice idea, pin cushions. £14.99 for your big maple leaf die. 107002. Hexagons we're going to, are we? This one here. Great for your English paper piecing, of course. And there's another pin cushion that's been made. That's a good size. These are really nice. So as Mandy was saying, if you wanted to get the sewing machine out and do it that way, you can. £14.99. Your item number is 359295. All you need to do is give us a call, 01733602000, or check out on the website at hochanda.com. And here is the website. Look at the tangram as well. That's a new one. Again, a quick mention of Ali Pally, only 1 week to go. If you want to go, it's £6 for 1 day, or it's £8 for 2 days, and tickets are on the website. And we look forward to seeing you there. And take your credit card. Yeah. All right, back to you.
Okay, so the tangram was originally done as a school's die.
Right.
And had only been sort of sold for educational purposes. But I saw it when I was up at Sizzix and thought, this is going to be such an amazing quilting die.
It's good fun.
And because it's got 3 different size triangles on, which you can use for your half square triangles, you can use for your quarter square triangles, and then you've also got a nice square, which you can use for your English paper piecing. Obviously the different shapes work together, so you can use your triangles with your square. Then you've got this sort of chevron-y, sort of half chevron shape here as well, which again you can use for English paper piecing, or you can use it just as a normal die for quilting.
Lovely.
So I'm just going to move those out and show you how quickly we can put together half square triangles with it. So I'm going to put these fabrics face to face.
Okay.
And then they're already paired up, ready to go. And let's do the same with this one.
How many layers of cotton do you reckon you can cut with your big sty?
You can do 8 layers.
Right.
I don't need to do that many right this second, so I'm just going to do 4. So just layer them up. Turn the machine over. Still just beard fur everywhere.
Everywhere. So have you been enjoying using this machine?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It really is. It just feels so, the handle, I don't know why, it just feels lighter to run through, but it's...
And it's so portable.
Yeah.
It's lovely. And it still will obviously take all your big sties, as you can see.
So when I take them apart, I've got these ones here, and they are all ready to pair through. So I can use them as a half square triangle, which is what I'm going to do here. And then just do, you haven't got all the sort of trimmed dog ears and whatever that you get with the actual half square triangle dies, but then we can just
Oh, you've got the machine that always blows a little raspberry when you start it. So are you chain piecing then?
Yeah.
Do you just find that easier?
It's just a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Oh, except this machine's eaten it up. Oh, naughty machine.
Oh, is it eating it?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, hang on. Well, we will... Do you need a hand?
Come on, machine, give it back. Oh, it's really eaten it.
Oh, has it? Okay, hang on. Let me give you the details for the gnome, because we have... oh, don't worry, Mandy. We might have to get somebody in then.
Oh,
hey!
Got it out. It's chewed it up a bit.
Little update that the gnome has technically sold out. So good timing with that.
Yes, we got the demo in just in time, didn't
Yeah,
we?
lovely. Gnome is technically sold out. If you've got it in your basket, do check out to make sure that it's yours. Lovely. If any bounce back, we'll let you know. Are we all right?
Yes. Just chewed it up a bit.
It's live TV.
Yeah. Let's try that again.
Okay.
Go the other direction. There we go. It's not going to be the tidiest half square triangle. Oh, now it's all bunched together and got the tension all weird.
Oh, I think something's happened to it.
Yeah, it's not a happy machine.
Do you need some time just to have a look at the machine?
I think it's all the tension's all out of whack.
Okay.
So I don't know if I need another machine.
We shall see what we can do then. Have a look on the website then. We're just going to have a recap and we'll see what we can do machine-wise.
Okay, sorry.
Here's the website at hochanda.com. It's not your fault, Mandy, at all. It's just one of those things, isn't it? I must point out that the Scotty dog is proving really busy. You can never get enough of the Scotty dogs, can you? And the maple leaf, which is new today, that's proving really busy. Quick mention that wherever you see a blue banner, that means it's got a Hochanda Freedom discount. So our Scotty dog's got a discount. Our stars have got a discount, just looking at what else there is. And if you want to set yourself up as a Freedom member, it is 88888, that's your item number. So we're just going to start off with the tangram. This is, of course, the one that Mandy's working with. So you've got lots of little puzzles, if you will, to put together here. So it's just great for your patchwork and your quilting. Really, really lovely. It's $14.99 if you want to go for this. Your item number is 457235 for the tangram. Then we've got the maple leaf. New today, and it's a lovely size, this one. Really, really nice. We like this one. There's that fantastic wreath that Mandy put together really quite quickly, actually, when you think about it. And here's the wreath, and of course it could be that you're making, I don't know, some 3D objects if you wanted to. You could pop these onto a bag. You could pop these onto cushions. For your maple leaf, it is just $14.99. Your item number is 107002. The thinlits, because we've got to skip over our gnomes because they've gone. The thinlits and the framelits, you have got the bunting, and it also does come along with the hearts. And then if I turn this around, this is actually how the die will arrive to you, but you just then piece it together. It's like weaving. I brought that in. It's cute, isn't it? But in those colours, it does have that really nice Scandi feel. Plus, you have got the bunting, and there's a nice little sample on the cushion of the bunting, if we could get that. That's lovely. And if you want to go for this, it's just $9.99. That's a good price, isn't it, for these? 353817 is your item number. Next up, we've got the lovable bunny. This is a back by popular demand. Nice large size of this rabbit. Again, this looks so lovely appliqued onto an item, whether it be a cushion. Look at that, isn't it good? That's lovely. Right in the centre. So for your lovable bunny, it's $13.99. Your item number is 723639. Next up, let's go to another animal. Let's go to the Scotty dog, which you're loving, and it's a nice size for you to make as a 3D project or just have him flat. Ruff, ruff. He looks great. He's got a little bell round his neck. This is £20 and, oh, ruining the pack shot. £20.99. However, it does have a freedom discount. We've taken it to £18.89. Your item number is 486686. Hexagon, let's have a little look over there. There it is. Hexagons here. It's a nice size, this, so you could even do this on the machine. This has got a lovely little sample of a pin cushion, because that's a good size for that. This is £14.99. Your item number is 359295. Again, just a quick mention of our fantastic foldable machine. This was launched not long ago at all. It's a fabulous workhorse, this is. All metal gears inside. You've got the plates. The plates will all come on with the instructions about how to layer it up. And then it's also coming along with the extras. You have got the paper pads. Let's have a little flick through, actually. That would be nice. Now, this has got 10 sheets and they're double-sided, and they work really well with the colours of the fabrics. So we've got these. I wouldn't normally think about putting these colours together, but they do actually work, don't they? So we've got the blues and the greys and the peaches. Now, they are double-sided. And look at that. See, this one's great. Could be for the ladies or the gents. There's nothing too overtly feminine in here. Going back, look, there's a nice dotty background. And I love the greys. I always think that the greys are really classy, so great for your matting and layering. And then we go on to the plainer pieces, once more for your matting and layering. So they really work well, don't they? So you get your paper pad, 10 sheets, and they are double-sided. These go with the fabrics. Now down here we've got 4 fat quarters of the dotty fabrics, and then we've got 4 of the lovely pieces of felt, again, that match really, really well. We're carrying on, of course, because that's not all you're getting. 10 thinlits, and you can make yourself a nice little pillow box with this. Isn't it great? Look at that. And you've got some flowers and some flourishes, the little heart. I love pillow boxes. They're such lovely gifts. And then on the big die, there are 4 patterns. You've got the heart, the butterfly, flowers, and the flourish on there. So we've had some fantastic testimonials of Sizzix machines. And, you know, lots of people have said that they've been using theirs for 17, 18 years. They're incredible. They are meant to be workhorses. And as I said, all metal gears, they're brilliant. So the whole thing is a sweet spot. You'll also be able to use your extender plates through this as well for any of your longer dies. This is £149.99 if you want to go for it, but it's a fantastic collection. Lovely, lovely starter kit. And the best bit for me, as well as it cutting the dies fantastically, is that it folds away. So it's wonderful if you haven't got much space and you haven't yet got a craft room, or it's fantastic if you're someone that likes to craft on the go and you go to craft groups. £149.99. Your item number is 697165. Do call us 01733 60 2000 or check out on the website at hochanda.com. And we've got the clamshell, other items for you to add to your baskets. Here we are. This is another back by popular demand. This is £14.99, 863 693. We've also got the stars on the show. Here it is again. This is another big die. This is great. This could be for any sort of occasion, couldn't it? This is just £14.99. Your item number is 850948. Then we've got the Oh Christmas Tree. This one is another very, very useful die. £14.99. Your item number is 676946. So do give us a call, 01733 60 2000, or check out on the website at hochanda.com. All right, oh, and a quick reminder that we have got Pick and Mix felt on the website as well. How are we doing, Mandy?
We are good. We have a new sewing machine.
Okie doke. I hope this one works.
Yes. Okay. Right. Let's. We are all threaded.
Okay. And you're working with the tangram, or some pieces from?
Come on, sewing machine. There we go.
Lovely.
Oh, this one's the same.
Aww. Oh. Is there anything you can sew by hand?
Yes, I think we're just going to have to go with that. Anyway, it's just about held together that.
Okay.
I'll show you how you can do with that. We've got, just depending on the way you sew them together, you've got a quarter square triangle. You can do a half square triangle with it.
Right.
You've got smaller ones if you want to do sort of diddy little half square triangles. Like so. You've got a third size of triangle. Again, you can do half squares with it, or you can do a quarter square with it.
Sure.
Your square is going to fit together with your little half square triangles, and you'll be able to build up bigger things. So it's just a really flexible, really flexible die. And although it's not been designed for patchwork and quilting, you know, you've got, you know, so many different shapes and so many different blocks you can do just with this tangram.
It's cute, isn't it?
Plus you can also make puzzles with it.
Yes, you can. That's another good thing about it.
You could cut them out in felt if you wanted to do it as a puzzle, or foam, you know, because it's a big die, you can cut out your felt, leather, fabric, sort of foam board, card, paper, you know, everything you can cut with a nice strong pair of scissors, you can cut with your big die. And you know, you've got so many different shapes on there. So I can see myself using it loads and loads and loads.
Have a play.
Yeah. The other thing, of course, is you can cut out your papers, because some of the triangles are quite diddy. You can do them as English paper piecing.
Oh, that's a very good point.
So you can just, you know, fold your, I've got some thread here, just fold them over and baste them down, and then you've got them for your English paper piecing as well.
It's good. We've had a lovely email come in. This was from Julie, and she said she's bought the bought the gnome and the maple leaf for her daughter.
Oh, brilliant!
Who's a primary school teacher.
Oh, fantastic!
So the kids are going to be able to craft. That's lovely. Oh, do they have a craft club at school?
Oh,
nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Julie, for sharing that.
Yeah, I can see my daughters wanting to do
How old are your
little
daughters?
gnomes. The youngest one's 11.
Yeah.
Just started secondary school
Tuesday.
on Tuesday.
Did you do the obligatory
of course
on
I
the doorstep photo?
Of course I did. I don't know. I don't know if they can bring the go to my Facebook page and bring up the picture of her. I don't know.
I don't think we can in gallery 2, actually, sadly, because we're going from a different gallery. But
yeah, my son started sixth form.
Did he?
Yeah, and my other daughter's year 9. But yeah, there you go. So you can just do them folded up,
right,
ready for English paper piecing.
That's good.
So if you wanted to, you know, with the little tiny half square triangles, you're ready to go with that. So I highly, highly recommend this die.
The tangram. That one is new today, and the details are on screen for you. $14.99.
Yeah, I think it's something that people are just going to use over and over again, and it's so many different uses.
So here it is, $14.99. Your item number for the tangram is 457235.
Right, I thought we could have a look at the woven heart, because you wanted to see how it went together.
Yeah, because I'm intrigued.
Because it doesn't look like it does on the packet.
No, it doesn't.
So you're basically building up these strips, and that's your basket handle. So let's grab some brightly coloured felt.
I bet you get this in the job lot.
I buy so much felt.
And speaking of felt, remember we do have a pick and mix on the website. If you want to go for that, you get 2 sets.
Let's go green and pink.
Why not?
And I need my adapter trays.
Which all will come with the
Absolutely.
Sizzix foldable.
So let's cut a strip. So we put
I'm very impressed that you can cut felt with these.
It cuts beautifully, it really does. Let's do it that way so we can see what we're doing.
Okay.
And another plate on top.
How big are these platforms, Mandy? We're just wondering the sort of the biggest size die you could cut with this.
Well, it's got the 6-inch throat on it, so that's the width. But you can use your extended pads, so of course you can use the really long big dies.
Lovely.
Yeah, the only ones that won't work with it are the ones for the plus machine.
Okay, that's good to know.
So, you know, all your big dies. It's just the plus ones that don't work. So.
Do we have to cut 2 of these?
Yes.
Ah, right.
Obviously, I can only do one at a time with the with it being felt.
Okay.
So there's one. And
this is going to be very bright. It's very contrasting.
It is. I should have gone for the traditional red and cream like on the packet, but this will show up nicely for.
I've still got my collection of
demonstrations.
So sweet.
Okay, and then the other one. Oh, what have I done? I've chopped the end off.
Oh, is it all right?
It's fine, it's fine.
Just about made it?
Yes, just about. It's that sewing machine that's got me all flustered.
Oh, I'll have to have a look at that.
Right. Okay, so what you need to do, you're going to fold it in half and just squeeze those ends.
Give it a little press. Right.
Do the same with the other one. And then we're going to start weaving them together. So I'm going to take the bottom one of each. The sort of closest pieces. So the first one, I'm going to push it through.
Oh, I see.
That one, and then take it over the top of that one.
Yeah.
And back through the next one, and over the top of that one. And then tidy it up a little bit.
Right. I'm still intrigued how this goes.
Yeah, they're a bit fiddly, it has to be said, but with the felt, because it's so flexible, I think it's easier.
Right.
I think it's easier. But I think, you know, maybe paper crafters.
Adept at doing this.
Yeah, they're adept with folding
do you not
paper.
do any paper craft? You're all about the sewing?
Don't do any at all.
No, that's all good. So it doesn't matter. Next one. So you're just going under and over, but is that the opposite now?
Yes, now I'm doing the opposite with this row. And tidy it up a bit. Very quiet while I'm concentrating.
No, I'm watching in...
oh, fiddly fiddly. Right, and then the third one, what we're doing now, so we're going through the first one.
Over the top?
Over the top of the next one.
It's worth it, because you do get a really nice effect. We haven't got long left, Mandy.
Really?
Yeah. Time flies. Got about 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely get this finished. And through the next one.
Oh, now I can start to see the heart.
Yeah, we've got 3 rows done now.
Right.
And so the last one goes over the top. Let's pull that down a bit. over the top of that one, then through, oops, yes.
And don't forget, this also comes along with the bunting framelets there.
Yes. Which again, I think really effective.
Yeah.
I just put a bondable, double-sided bondable web on the back of the fabric before I ran it through the machine. And, you know, very, very quickly I'd cut out all the little bits of bunting to do that cushion. And the last one.
Yeah, through there.
Through there.
Oh, I get it now.
Oh, no. Yes.
Yeah, that looks right to me. Yeah.
And then just tidy it up a bit. But you can see it opens up.
Yeah, yeah.
So you've got like a little pocket.
How cute.
And then you cut out your handle.
Just got about 2 minutes left.
Okay.
While you're doing this, will you talk us around the machine and what you love about it?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, basically, the machine just folds up.
It's really portable and handy.
Folds up like that. You tuck the handle in.
It looks stylish, doesn't it, this as well?
And then there you go. You just carry it around. It's like a little handbag.
It
a bit
is,
heavier than
isn't
a
it?
handbag.
Yeah, not too much.
I mean,
heavier,
it's it's good. It's, you know, it's not going to slip around. And then press the little button on the handle. Put the handle back out.
Right.
Bring out the drawers. Slot those in. They sort of lock into the side. And there again. And, you know, there we go. You've got a tiny little machine that does
lots of
everything
power.
that the big one does. And, you know, it's all metal gears, all metal rollers inside. Unlike the regular Big Shot, you don't need a precision plate if you want to be cutting out fabric or felt with it. So it's just, you know, it's ready to go. And
yeah, it's just
it's got these little storage compartments, and you can just pop your dies in there so you don't lose them, or your little thinlets and framelets. Just pop them in there and take it with you if you're going away for, I mean, I go away for sewing retreats and I'm always carrying so many things that, you know, it's going to take up less room. If you've only got a small area that you're crafting in, it's going to be perfect for that as well.
And it's not just the machine that you're getting, you are also getting a big die. Oh, I can see the designs here and I'm close up. It's got a flower, a heart, a butterfly and a flourish. You're also getting the thinlets, this is all in with it. 10 of the dies. You can make a pillow box, you've got the little heart, you've got the little tab, there's a border, there's some flowers and flourishes. And we're still going, it's coming to you with the paper pad. 10 double-sided sheets of the cardstock. You've got 4 dotty fabric fat quarters that match the cardstock and 4 of the felt fat quarters. Well, they're not fat quarters, what are we talking about? They're just little squares.
They're like sort of charm squares, aren't they, sort of size?
Yes, I was going to say.
I think they're about 5.5.
So everyone's saying that they're not fat quarters at all. I'm so sorry. They're this size, basically.
Yes.
I think our iCard might be wrong. So it is £149.99 if you're going for this. The whole collection, obviously, with the machine. Your item number that you'll need is 697165. There we go. So it's a fabulous machine. Thank you so much, Mandy.
And there's our little...
Oh, perfect timing. There we go. Lovely. Thank you, Mandy. We will see you in a few weeks' time.
Yes, on the 26th.
Indeed. All right, more coming up. Right.
Hi everyone, I'm Gordon.
I'm Justin.
And together we are
Be Creative.
Justin and I formed our company just under 1 year ago to bring you new and exciting products under the Be Creative brand.
We have a fantastic relationship with Hochanda and we love to share our ideas and creation with you, our viewers.
So why not come Be creative with us
here at Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Katie from Sizzix and I've been crafting since I had my first daughter 16 years ago. I've been in the craft industry now for 5 years and in that time I've become a creative designer and worked with many companies. I'm really pleased to be working for Sizzix and to be on Hochanda to bring you inspiration and education and show you how to get the best from our machine and our dies. With Sizzix the possibilities are endless and we want to show you how. So don't forget to tune in for my shows with Sizzix here on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Sue Wilson. I'm part of the team at Creative Expressions, and while I've been crafting all of my life, for the last 20 years or so I've been doing card making. Creative Expressions have allowed me to bring you a line of my own dies for paper cutting, embossing folders, and matching stamps. So hopefully you can join me on Hochanda to see some beautiful tips, techniques, some demonstrations, things that you can take into your own card making. Make it so easy, we'll break it down step by step, and you will be amazed at what you can achieve. Join me, Sue Wilson, on Hochanda.
Well, you know you're in for a treat when you see Sheena on your screen for a live show, and you can get in touch, you can send in pictures, you can speak to Sheena live on air, send in emails, you know, take advantage here if you've got any questions.
Send a carrier pigeon.
Yeah.
We'll have some seed on the counter, anything.
Go alternative. Somebody open the skylight, let the pigeon in, let it be. If you hear a tapping noise, open it, let them in. And then also send a fax, you know.
Fax? What happened to faxes then, eh?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Get in touch, you know. Take advantage though, because Sheena, you've brought with you some real treats today, of course. The Day of the Dead series, of course, the popular Mexican festival.
Absolutely. And worldwide now, you know.
Well, yeah.
There's a massive event in Newcastle and I'm not going to be there to go.
Oh,
it's huge, Day of the Dead. It's becoming so much more mainstream and more aware of it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, thanks to major blockbuster movies and also just, you know, the planet's shrinking. We know about this good stuff. And of course, Halloween coming up as well. It's the perfect timing for that. So
Halloween scrapbooking, home decor making, card making. I mean, it's a really, really popular set. So, you know the creator card dies that Crafters Companion bring us? What a legendary way of creating a card using an embossing folder. You've got 8 different embossing folders here. They are all together. Look, the skulls are trying to creep off. And then this one over here, the lovely border design is creeping away. But there you go, they're lovely. Sheena, what was your idea then behind the
Well, the idea was this was a follow-on release to the original Day of the Dead dies, which was my very first big release, first group of shows at Hochanda.
It was, wasn't it?
And yes, and it was hugely successful, massively successful. So and you've been loving it. And you know, I was so happy because it's a little bit different, a little bit quirky. And at first people were thinking, oh, I don't know, it's got skulls on it, but it's in a happy way, it's in a good, it's a celebratory way. So I wanted folders that would not only fit that collection, but stand alone as well. And they're not just, I mean, you look at that, they're not just Halloween or Day of the Dead. No. Obviously skulls. The first thing we looked at was, okay, fair cop. I'm just saying, they're not just, and then we've got a whole load of skulls. Well, that very much is,
But look at this
but it's cool. You know, how many fabrics and things with skulls on there, so popular. That I wanted just a spooky the nighttime scene. That there, when you see the samples, I've got so many techniques. We're not going to fit them all on the show, but I have a technique book. We're going to show you and hopefully inspire you on how to use these folders, because at that price, guys, don't think twice. Just get them, because once they're gone, you know, this is it. This is, and the castle there, that's just a spooky castle. It's just a castle.
But it could make a pretty scene.
A fabulous scene. It could be a winter summer scene. You have got, and you know, for just over £2 each.
I know, ridiculously. 8 embossing folders for £16.92. To be honest, I was waiting until you noticed that at home. I was waiting for the first shocked message to come in. £16.92 for all 8. You're saving more than you're spending. £23 off today. Just over £2 per embossing folder to get hold of a creator card embossing folder.
Absolutely, that's exactly right. It's what I wanted is full scenes or whatever. You've got a frame there. Look at that gorgeous gothic kind of heavy detailed frame. That'll go with any of your stuff, anything that any of your shabby chic, whatever. That's going to go with that. That's just you pop whatever your focal point, whatever stamp you want in the middle, whatever wording you've got in the middle. It's going to look super cool. Then you've got your music, your swirls and your music notes on the top left. That's just all and that's just another cool folder.
Now, of course, that does fit in with your dies and stamps from the other dies and the stamps. Having said that, it's just any musical theme or anything.
Absolutely. And then that rose with the swirls, nothing Day of the Dead there, but it fits with it because it's very, again, gothic and the floral, and this looks absolutely fabulous. But again, all year round, absolutely just a pretty image. And that rose there, because of the depth of the embossing with these folders and the quality of them, you'll find you can do things more successfully, like ink them up after they're embossed, and it'll look more like a stamp. So that can be cut out and decoupaged. Now, I love this, the spider web with the flowers. It's kind of pretty flowers, but spider web. And again, you can cut part of it, you can use all of it, just because, again, look at the folders, they've got the printing on them. You don't have to use the full 5x7 folder at once. You can just, if you want a little spider web square, you can cut your mat to fit the spider web, or decoupage the flowers, Matt, which they're really easy to cut out. And this is one of my favourites. I love this vine. This here is just, this is very like storybook as well. You know, like cutting through the forest and the magical forest to get to the princess or whatever. And not just, you know, and again, like a very, I wanted it very thorny, rosy, twisty, and again, just that little bit.
Brambles.
Exactly. It could have a little bit of a dark, kind of twisty side, but also it's just a cool leafy folder.
Get your leaf, get your gilding waxes out. I mean, they're all so cool. I have to say, they're some of my favourite embossing folders ever. Does this sample here encapsulate Day of the Dead in the classic way?
That would be the stamps, that one. That's that's crept over, Matt. This here, this massive pile here. You know what, Matt? You've got a pile that is like the size, I don't know, maybe it's like about 3 foot high, just exaggerating a bit, and then there's one. These here, Matt, are the folders. These are...
See, I was going through these before the show, having a look, and if you've seen the Day of the Dead before, you will have seen maybe 1 or 2 samples here before, but I reckon quite a few brand new ones are sneaked in.
Oh, you know that viney corner I've just been talking about? Wait, just tell me how cool this card is. Look at that.
Look at that.
Isn't
so
that
stunning? And decoupaging the leaves.
Oh, look at that. I mean, any of your focal stamp, this is a stamp that I designed to go with it. We haven't got them done today, but you know, if you've got them, or it'll be back, or have a look and you'll find them. But the background is really simple, what we call chalkboard technique. We'll show you that, we'll talk you through that. And I just think that is so classy. Look at that, that spooky scene. Again, with your butterflies around it. Use your foil or your gilding wax to bring out the lightning. You can run a folder through twice, so you might use the castle from one scene and the clouds from another. What about packaging? How cool can packaging look? That cool?
Yeah.
That's your packaging you're going to get. Just run through and sand it. We'll show you that top of the hour. So as simple as you can get by just sand it. Oh, and look, I love how funny is this. A lot of these samples are blending in other details as well. These are the dies that we haven't shown you yet. Yeah,
and the
absolutely.
stamps.
And then more dies that we have on the show, but look at that folder. How funny is that?
There's your folder then,
I love that card. So you can have fun with it. They're good for male, female, young and old. The young uns will love this.
Do you know, we have had such positive feedback on your Day of the Dead set, Sheena. There's no doubt that we are adoring it. And at the moment, if it's passed you by, or if you're brand new to Hochanda, brand new to Sheena, and you're seeing it today, you are so lucky to be getting it with £23 off. It's phenomenal. We've got a whole stack of samples still to show you you there are some real peaches in the pile behind here. You're going to love them. Stay tuned. Better than a half price offer, £23 off, meaning all of these 8 embossing folders for £16.92p plus delivery. If you're with Freedom, of course, you won't pay delivery costs. It's 480877 to order. We've got 3 different bundles for you. This is the embossing folders with the big better than half price offer. Here are the other bundles on today's show. You've got the die collection just underneath that, £29.94. Oh my word, to get all those dies for that price is just outrageous. And then you've got your Perfect Partners stamps for £25.94 as well. Do not miss out. The whole collection is just over £70 today, whereas in the normal ways it would be, what's 40 plus 60 plus 30? That would be about 140 something for all 3 sets at their normal prices, but incredible savings across the board means you can get it all there for just a phenomenal offer. You'd be looking at £140 normally, but today you can get all 3 sets with those savings there. £16.92, £29.94 and £25.94. Add those numbers up and then don't pay any delivery costs if you're with Freedom, and you've got all 3. Now, it's going to be obvious. What we're about to say now, order on the web. Okay, it's obvious it's really busy out there. We're not the only ones that are excited about this offer. Nearly 4-minute queues on the phone. It's just jumped up from 3 to 4 just in the last second or 2. So order on the web if you can avoid the troublesome queues. You'd be best off. So Sheila, straight in there with the musical embossing folder.
Absolutely. Let's just take you through a simple, from baby steps, embossing folder journey, because it's like, you know, you go, okay, they're embossing folders. In the past, we thought of embossing folder added as just something that would make a bit of plain card look a bit less boring behind the background, but not anymore, because the way I've designed them, they really deserve to be brought to the fore, and also the techniques you can do with them. So we're just going to go through as many techniques as possible. First thing to mention, isn't that fabulous? This is not the packaging from this range. The packaging from this range is gorgeous. It's all kind of reds and things like this, but I ran out of it. I've used it all up, which is what you will do. See, this is the red, gorgeous, fiery packaging you're going to get, but it's going to work in exactly the same way as this. So any packaging you have from Crafter's Companion, don't throw it away, because they do pretty swirly things on one side, and the other side, you get all your kind of text and stuff. But this, keep it, because this is fabulous stuff. Also, have a look, a rummage around the house. Look for old packaging, cereal boxes, books, anything that's there that you think I can pop it in a folder. And if you think it's super thick, and that may be too, that's really pushing it for an embossing folder. It's not pushing it for our folders, because our folders are super strong. They're really strong. They're not all equal. This is not a card. This is a board. This is way, way beyond. This is at least 3 times 300 GSM, which would probably be 600 or 9. For maths, for me, that's pretty as good as it's going to get.
It's good.
That's as good as it's going to get. So look at that. That is thick. So, but the thing is that these folders are up to it. This is a thick, deep plastic, which means you can get a really thick, deep emboss impression on that, and it also means the hinges aren't going to fail on you and split. So that's all very important, and so I'm pleased that you're wanting them. You're all going for them on the phones, because you're going to get the quality. You see the patterns, you're going to get the quality.
I mean, this is a superb offer today, but whenever you got hold of Sheila's Day of the Dead, if you're tuning back in for techniques and just for fun to see Sheila today, and you know you've already got the set and you got it for a fabulous offer previously when it's been on, because let's face it, we never try not to ever let you down on an offer. Let us know what you've already made, basically.
I should have mentioned as well, yes, we love seeing that. That's what it's all about now. Or it's just me standing here just playing for nothing. Well, I'm not. I'm still enjoying myself, and Matt and I are having a nice chat. But, you know, it'd be nice to think that you're joining in.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, Matt. We've got that really well embossed there. Now, because of the pressure of this, you can still see, look at that. You can clearly see. Yeah. But what can we do to make that even pop out even more? Easy thing. First thing we can do is use a sander. So there's things we're going to take you through. Sanding. We can do that. A sanding block. It doesn't have to be a posh sanding block. Any sanding block will work. And like I said, if Crafter's Companion designed a card to be sanded, they couldn't do any better than the packaging card, because it just removes brilliantly. Some things you sand, give them a try, but you might find it becomes away like a plastic film. Yeah. This doesn't. It kind of is chalky, and it just goes to dust, and it removes from the background perfectly. Yeah, if you use circular motions, even sanding, you know, there's techniques to sanding. Yeah. If you go linear like this, it can look kind of like brushed steel. I tell you what looks really cool is, you know, the luxury card pack?
Yes.
The gold in the luxury card pack looks fabulous when you sand it, because it goes to like a brushed silk silver. It looks really cool. Now, see how the sides, I'm catching the sides, I caught them anyway, but I'm making a feature of it, so it looks kind of like I'm creating like a vignette kind of look to frame it, yes. So if something like that happens, you know, it's crafting. Things happen, and that's the cool part of it. So what you do is, no good sticking to your guns and thinking, right, I did not want that to happen. Blah, blah. Go with it, change it, tweak it. Sometimes you get something that's actually better than what you thought you were going to get. In fact, most of the time, that's the way it goes. So just chill, relax, it'll all be good. That looks pretty cool straight away.
Good,
so if you pop that on a card already, pop that against a bit of, you know, that gorgeous luxury foil on one of your backgrounds, you've already got a great start for a great card.
Now that really fits with Day of the Dead, because you've got the chap with his guitar, you've got the musical stamp, you've got the musical die, but it doesn't have to be at all.
It doesn't have to be. But what we can do then, we can take it further again. What about if we added a little bit of gilding wax?
Green.
We have, fabulous. So we could use. Now, what will happen is, more often than not, where we've sanded the card, it usually takes the gilding wax a little bit more than the non-sanded bit. This is all still quite shiny. Normally, when you remove the surface, you've got more of a matte underneath, This is still quite shiny, so it's pretty much taking it quite evenly. But you can then just control where you want to pop this. I really like that green and gold. It just adds a little bit more interest, a little bit of bling to it. It brings that, if you're going to have a gold matte, brings a little bit of that gold background into the foreground as well.
Using the Empire Gold or Renaissance?
I'm using that
Empire.
one's the that's King Gold.
This is King, I wondered that. I thought I couldn't place it.
I should have mentioned it.
Empire Gold is a lighter gold, and Renaissance is a warmer, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Sort of
Renaissance, it's the middle. The mid golds are your Empire and your King Gold. Empire's a little bit cooler. King Gold's more of a rose kind of warmish kind of gold. So just go ahead, and it's up to you how much you want to add or not add, and you can make a feature of the little swirlies and have more here and then fade it out. Have a bit play with it. See how I've got a little bit more, so you can have it. Exactly. So normally I'm going heavier than I normally would there, but you can kind of sculpt and form that as well. When you're new to gilding wax, your mission is pick up as small amount as you can and use a light pressure on your thing that you're gilding, so that you're just really picking up on the raised areas. But once you've used it for a bit, you start thinking, I want to see what this will happen. Like everything, you know, any good craft product. What will happen if I do this? What will happen if I try that? What happens if I mix the colours? Which is what you'll do, because when you get one jar, you realise how fabulous it is. Because, other than that, it's just me telling you it's fabulous.
Well, just to point you in the right direction, one jar we've got details for at the bottom of the screen at the moment, but there's lots of different colours. $11.99 plus delivery for each colour. All the colours on the web, hochanda.com.
See how cool that is, look. So now, when we hold that up, you've got that. I think it just looks a bit distressed, but also pretty at the same time. Is that cool?
Yeah, we've made something.
So that's and that's just a bit of throwaway packaging. But not anymore, because it looks super cool. Should we do that chalkboard technique as well?
Brilliant.
Let's do a couple.
Cost price of what you've made there. You've used old packaging from Crafted Companion, like a previous release. You've got one of your embossing folders that was just a bit over £2 each. Then you gilding wax.
Tell you what as well, before we do chalkboard, two things. Now we're going to bring in some paint into the mix.
Oh yeah, they're all on the show as well.
Yeah, exactly. So let's pick this one. Let's go over this volcanic, this gorgeous, passionate red.
You know those shows where you just want it all? Yeah, it is. It's all here.
What can I do? I can't help myself, so I can't help you guys. You know, I was just recently in a shop at the weekend, and I was shopping in between workshops. Donna and I were, what are you doing? Well, we're spending. We're buying stuff. I can't, you know, if you're a crafter, what do? You want to try new stuff. So we'll use these two. Let's go fiery. Now, this is in one of the sets. Now, I'll be honest, we've changed, we've mixed, we've got some new sets. I'm going to need some help here. I can't remember which one it is.
There's Earth. Well, we can show pictures. That's easy, because then I can put one and the other. This is the Earth set. We've got details on the screen for it at the moment. So Earth, you've got fiery colours there. You've got the yellows and the reds. And it's £10 off. It's such a good time to buy these. It's 242-245. The colours that you've got there are matte linen. You've even got a really cool pearl silver and an olive green.
Yeah, this is the one I'm using. This is the one I'm using. This one here that you're looking at.
The one now, the
That's
essentials
the one I'm using. Yes.
And on the essentials, you've got your lovely bright tone there of your pink. Which pink have you got?
Oh, it's gorgeous. Indian pink. It's gorgeous.
Pink. Oh, gosh, that's a lovely rosy colour.
Yeah.
Passionate red. Your item number there is 751499 and then 1994 plus delivery. We've got the bold option as well for you. The blues in this set are just delightful. You've got matte royal blue, matte navy blue, things like fir green, the violin, as well as that gorgeous pearl chestnut. In fact, two others just before we start to mix ours. These are a bit different, actually. You ready? Bit different. Phosphorescence. You love using these.
I love these. Just saying, for Halloween, you are going to have the coolest house in Halloween if you get these. Just saying.
Now, we usually can't keep these in stock for very long at all. Blue and yellow, phosphorescent, they'll glow in the dark. $9.99 plus delivery, it's 902-515. And we've also got the green and the turquoise, proper glow in the dark, these. $9.99 plus delivery, it's 482-581. If you've got hold of those paints, and you can take a photo of anything you've made using them, you know, in lower lights, send it through, because that might help other people make up their mind.
What you've got to do for your phosphorescence, right? Here's the thing, two things to know. The thicker you put it on, the more it glows. Because what happens is this phosphorescent particles that are in the paint, they absorb light energy.
Right.
Hello, Professor Douglas, they do. Yes, and so what they need to do is they need to be under a bright light source. So if you leave them under like an angle poised lamp or even outside on the windowsill, a sunny day, they're charging, they're holding, they're storing the light. And then at night when you put the lights off, it's like, whoa, hello, who switched the lights on? It looks really cool, they really glow. But the thicker you put it on, the more you've got that light charging. Yeah, fabulous stuff. So for Halloween, really cool. All right, Matt, so what I've got is I've got these paints from this set. You know what, I've already forgotten what we call this one. Essentials. See, it just falls out my head instantly. So what I've got, they're lovely colours, they're fabulous. Look, fiery colours. What I'm doing is there's not much plan here. I'm just playing. You know, just this is what you're going to do at home. Just play. Pop the colour on there. I haven't watered them down, and you can see how they're covering. That's black card. Who would have known it, eh? Yeah. Because of the coverage. What acrylic paints do that your water-based gum arabic paints don't do is that they will cover. They're opaque, and they don't fade. So, you know, if you pop them in light, because they're pigment-based, they're not going to fade. And you've got that fabulous coverage there, which is looking super cool. Now, you know what, I've got this greeny colour as well. I don't know. I'm not sure, but try it. You know what? If you don't know unless you try it. It's what it's going to do. It's going to make it look a bit more distressed and a little bit more kind of, a little bit of interest, a bit more aged around the outside. I'm liking that. Yeah. I'm trying not to get my fingers on there, but I'm failing massively. So now the important thing is as well with acrylic paints, clean your brushes straight away, because this stuff dries to plastic. It dries to a very durable, tough finish, water resistant, unlike your gum arabic paints. So hence, if you leave them on your brushes, which by the way, I'm using the Royal and Langnickel brushes. Such nice brushes. Chosen by you, aren't they? Yeah, absolutely. 7 years now I chose this brush set. I cherry picked brushes from the whole of this Royal and Langnickel range for brushes that I want to use every day. I want that brush in my life every day, because when I'm doing washes with my sparkle pens, you might want that for later. I'm just saying. All right, when I want a fine detailed brush, if I want to do painty technique like 4-card painting, these are all going to work for me. And but just so you know, they sell it every time. We really have trouble keeping them in. Yeah.
Sheena, you might have heard a little sharp intake of breath there from me. I was like, because Sheena gave a little bit of a clue as to the one-day special tonight, launching at 6 p.m. Goodness me.
As if it wasn't. I was just sheer chance, Matt, as if I would do that. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to wipe this up again. When you're cleaning up for your acrylic, thank you, Matt. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to dry that quickly, because you know the sanding that we just did? Yes. We're going to sand this now. So because what I was careful to do was not to wet the paint, not to keep the brush dry. You wet the brush, but then make sure there's no moisture in it. So the paint is sitting on the surface of the card. I don't want it to wick into the middle, the depth of the card, because then it would be more tricky to remove. When I sand it.
You want to douse it with the
absolutely.
Just on the surface.
I'll just sit on the surface, absolutely.
Amazing pigments from those Pebeo paints. So Pebeo know what they're doing when it comes to these paints.
Pebeo,
it's so popular every time.
You see, in the UK, we think of Pebeo as more of a crafting brand. In Europe, they're more of a fine art brand. So when you're absolutely your big name artists, when they want to go and buy product and things, and for very expensive paintings and what they do, it's pebby or do this kind of paint. So it's not like they're learning how to bring a paint into their craft industry, you know, production, manufacturing. They know all of that. They are then tweaking paint so that crafters can use them in a cool way. Because if you look at how this is drying in a minute, you'll see it's gone from being a bit shiny to completely matte.
Yeah, that
and
chalky
that's
matte, yeah,
absolutely, because we are loving chalky matte finishes.
Yeah, at the moment, they're hot stuff.
Absolutely.
By the way, the 3 colours you've just used, Sheena, the other 3 in the set, I'm holding. This is the essential set, and the 3 that we've used on the card, plus these 3, is what you'll get for £19.94. So you get loads. You get all 6 tubes. Everything that I'm holding here, I can barely hold it. Huge tubes as well for £751,499. They're very, very popular at the moment. And your Royal Languidoc brushes are at the bottom of the screen. You get the 3 different sizes for your round, and then you get 2 flat wash brushes as well. So size 3, 6 and 8 for your round brushes, and then 2 flat brushes as well, 591,498.
Okay, now that's
the best set of brushes you might ever buy, isn't it?
Oh, you know what? Well, people just keep buying them. You know, you get once you've got a set, then you get another set and keep it to one side as a standby, or you know, to have a bit of a grubby set and a cleaner set. Yeah. Because they're great brushes. They'll last you just if you look after them. Don't leave them stand in water. So right now, Matt, we want to continue here. There's a couple of things I want to do. We're going to use that one with some black card because we're going to do that chalkboard technique. So that's going to go on the machine to get, and then the skulls. I don't know where I put them.
Here, here's your one at the bottom.
Thank you. We're gonna use the skulls. So
you'll be able to do this, by the way, for £2 something, £2 plus a few pennies per embossing folder.
Seriously. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. This is just such a fabulous deal that we have today. So thank you, Matt. We'll pop that in there. So what I should mention as well is where the printing is. That means that's going to be face up. So obviously I've painted this side. So if I want it embossed rather than debossed, so sticky out rather than sticky in, make sure that you've got the printed pattern bit on the top. And now I've cut this down. We're not even using the full 5x7 folder, but what I want to do is kind of space it out. So I've got a good distribution of the skulls there in my background. Can you see? This is where being able to see through the folder helps. I just want to catch the top of the skulls here. See? Yeah, but no, so that's ready to go in. With the vines, it's not so important. But we're going to pop them both in at the same time. My word, like this.
I've just heard that 1/3 nearly of the stock has gone on the embossing folders already. We've only been live 25 minutes with them. That's a lot of people that have either had their eye on these embossing folders previously and thought, oh, I really want those. Yeah. Whoa, they're how much today? My goodness me, £23 off. £2 something per embossing folder. Yeah. It's, wow, you know, congratulations on getting them.
Absolutely. And like I say, for Halloween, the timing's brilliant for Halloween. I mean, obviously Day of the Dead's all, but Halloween, even if you don't, you know, you're not into the Day of the Dead, but, you know, Halloween's cool. We're ready for that. So, right, now, 2 things. So this one, this has to be dry for this to work, okay? So what you do now is you get your sanding block and you do exactly what we've just done. So we're still doing something really simple, really easy, and we're just sanding. And now what you're doing is you're going to bring out all that detail from those skulls. See, so now the detail's coming through. But this was important. This is why we made sure that we didn't wet the paint. It wasn't, if it's say sparkle pens, and you did this with sparkle pens. Oh, yeah. Amazing on white card, but on black card, you can't see them because they're dye-based and they're transparent. Yeah. All right, so this would not work. Your aqua pens, your watercolour paints, anything like that wouldn't work with this technique because if they were too wet, they'll go into the card more. And on black card, you wouldn't see them at all. But look at how cool that looks there.
You wanted your paint to sit on the card.
I wanted it
to
sit.
Yes. So that when you do this, you sand it back and you can see that black.
Absolutely, and it looks cool. Now, you can continue and you can bring more of the skulls out or less of the skulls out by just doing that. But that's your call. It's yours to decide. And then just give it a dust down. And then you've got, still sanding. How cool is that?
Such a cool effect. So maybe gilding, we could go in and foil a little bit as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we could pop a little bit of gilding. We could make one of them a feature as well. Yeah. You know, so we can get the gilding wax out again, and then we could say maybe this guy down here is going to be the star of the show. Yeah. So we can go over and just gently, carefully pop some gilding wax on him, like that, and just pop this like that, and now we've got him, and then you can obviously polish him when he's...
he's really popped out.
But see?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's nice. It's really, really cool.
Fab? And then you just want some wording on there. You have quick cards, quick Halloween invitation cards. Yeah, that's fun. You know, the kids can help you with that.
Or home decor.
Sanding. Home decor, yeah.
You know, make it a longer piece of card, wrap it around a battery-operated tea light, you know, cut out one of the skulls on the outline, you know, can have the light flickering through.
Absolutely.
Whatever you want to do is so cool. The whole point is, once you've got the tools of the trade, the fun then follows, right?
Yeah.
So, hopefully you can get hold of your Day of the Dead embossing folders today. We've got the stamps and the dies to go with. The prices are dropped across the board. It's not just, oh, we'll tempt you with the embossing folders, but then you're going to have to pay full price for the stamps and dies. Not at all. You get savings across the board. And have a look at this picture as well. We've had it sent through from, oh, no, sorry. It's not ready. We've had it. Was it a message from Laura? Was it, or a picture from Laura? Yeah. This is from Laura. The one that is ready is from Laura.
Okay, cool.
The skulls, this one. This picture came through earlier on, and this is Laura's work. How lovely is that?
Oh, wow, Laura, that's cool. I love the acetate. You've stamped and glittered on acetate, reverse-sided glitter. That is such a cool technique. Yeah. You've got the gilding wax on the back. And I don't know what you've done with the skull. You've got to tell me. What's all those little bobbly bits?
That looks like...
I can't tell on the picture. Is it gems? Have you stuck 1,000,000 gems on the skull?
Yeah.
Respect if you have.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks cool.
That
looks cool.
That time has been invested, but
absolutely.
How wisely. Yeah. What a design.
Paid off.
What a design. It's a little unicorn on the bottom.
That looks like a little unicorn.
Right.
I don't know where the unicorn came from, but it's cool. We'll keep them.
So mix and match with whatever you might have in your collection.
Absolutely.
The next picture is from Hilary. Thank you so much for that picture, Laura. That's Laura's before. Hilary, this is ace as well.
That is...
Now, this is a proper example of what you can do when you literally create a card. And she used the sort of black dazzlers in the centre of all the flowers. In this case, they're poppies, aren't they? That looks
like, yes, it's like those little button things. Yeah. Now, you could use black glitter, you could use black beads, you could use, you know, all kinds of stuff there. Yeah.
I love that. That's the whole point of creating a card, isn't it, with an entire embossing folder. And here, our next picture, this is the one that we were just setting up for you. This is what started the whole conversation. This is Victoria's now, and she's used, it looks like, the embossing folder in polymer clay she's used, she says.
Is that a cuff bracelet? I bet it is.
Oh my word,
it looks like a cuff bracelet. I bet that is, because it looks like a bangle, like a big bangle.
Yeah, because it's got the bit where you'd slide it onto your wrist.
If it would fit, that would be cool. Looks like leather.
Yeah, it is.
Because the way you've coloured it, it absolutely looks like, but it's going to have the strength and durability.
Now that's cool.
Brilliant.
To use polymer clay with an embossing folder.
See, this is, as crafters, what we do. We look at the stuff. You can't make an embossing folder. You've got, and when they're this price, you think, okay, I'm going to get that, because now I can do the simple things like sand it, put it through, the things that we know, but then you take it further and you look at what you've got in your room and you think, I'm going to make this work for me.
Yeah.
Can I show you this? Talking of making it work for you, look at this as well. I had to just show you this. Is this amazing?
Such a cool
example. Speaking of Halloween, there's a film, and anyone who knows this film will know what the book is kind of.
Yeah. Seen it, love it. Yeah. Seen it a couple of times. Sure, you've seen it a couple of times.
Shall I give you a quote?
Go on.
Dost thou comprehend this film? Just saying.
It's a great quote. If you see the film, you'll know. It's on all the time. There's no way anyone's too young to know what that film is.
Oh, I love it. Every year I watch it.
Say, I'm too young, I wouldn't know.
No,
it's on
you
the
won't.
TV all the time.
So many people here who are with me, we've had the discussion.
Yeah.
Just watch it, it's cool.
Yeah, it's good. That's so cool. That whole creation is amazing. So for home decor, for really cool Halloween items. But right now, we're on the stamps here, Sheena. You've got 6 different sets for your stamps. Everything's coordinating with the embossing folders and dies.
So what the stamps do, they work alone if you want to use them alone, but they give context and more detail to your folders. If you look at the skull there, that fits the skull, the big skull fits that skull die perfectly. So that's what it's sized to do. The little bits around the eyes, they fit around the eyes perfectly. The flowers around the chin, everything's been drawn so that you can simply stamp those on the face and you've got a sugar skull, you've got a pattern skull.
Yes, of course.
Or you can use the skull plain and you can have it as like a rock thing with your roses and your guitars and whatever.
Big size though. I mean, that shot there is perfect for all 6 sets. If you imagine they're bigger than what the packaging suggests.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'll just show you the die there. That's in the next set. So the die's not in this set. You get the dies and stamps separately, but that's how it works. So you get your stamp, and the die that then stamp as perfect partners together. So you die cut and then you stamp the detail.
I do that.
Here on a finished card,
you can see how there you can pattern them up and the skull. There you go. So that gives you context. All right, that shows you how they come together.
Works.
Is that cool?
Each one. So the stamp works individually. If you just want to stamp a two-dimensional image, the die can die cut individually. You can doodle yourself an image on it, but together, if you're getting both, that's ace. 35.94 for so many elements. That's 42 elements normally, but you're getting those for 25.94 plus delivery today. That's 62 pence per element. Some really cool imagery here as well.
Absolutely. So some of these stamps, I'm just going to tell you like it is, you would use them individually. Some independently of the dies. Other ones pretty much like the skeleton. You can stamp them and match them up, but they look really cool when they're matched up with the skeleton. For example, if you look at this one here, Matt, look at the skeletons at the bottom.
On the background.
See how they add the details to the ribs. I mean, to think that the stamps and dies are that accurate that when you stamp the skeleton, you'll see that little cross-hatching, the shading and the contouring on his skull. So it makes it from just much more of a outline to give it context.
So
this is a great one.
Cut something like that. You've got all the detail in between the ribs and stuff. You'd be there all day. So this is where die's doing their thing.
Absolutely. And then the stamps and the flowers again with the skulls. See how that gorgeous, that gorgeous flower?
I love that, how you just turn it to the camera.
It looks like it's one of those special things that follow you.
Let's just spring that open. Let's just show you how it's designed there. So spring it open there with the concertina. But Lou, let's move it around.
Isn't that fabulous?
As you walk past. How cool is that?
I love this one as well, Matt. Look at this. This is fabulous background. This flower I have used so many times, and the flower's nothing to do with Day of the Dead. It's just a great flower. So you're going to use stuff independently of this range as well.
That is Day of the Dead all over. It's the whole festival, isn't it? The Mexican festival that is now worldwide. And I remember my daughter saying it was on her curriculum at primary school as well. So it's something that is really permeating into our culture and our learning as well worldwide now. That is such a cool example to show you your die cuts with your stamp there to stamp the skull.
And I love the way, look at the numbers. Lisa's used the arms. How cool is that? They're the skeleton arms as the number.
How many times can you say in one show, favourite sample ever? How many times can you do that? 667675 is your item number. That's your stamps with £10 off. We're approaching 20% of the stock gone. We've not even seen the stamps. We've literally come over here for a couple of minutes. That's a lot to be gone in one go. So good luck on getting the hold of the stamps. The dies themselves work independently, but they work with these stamps.
There's some things that you think, wow. I mean, look at the dies. I love this again. I think this is Alison. Alison's used the skeleton dies as a frame. Look at how she's got them joining hands around the outside. Cool. This is fabulous. I think that one's really. See, look at the skeleton. How cool is that? Yeah, absolutely fabulous.
You can see an entire frame. They're holding hands there. And then this next one here with the doggy. He's lost his arm.
Is that cool? Lots of humour you can use in this. This shows brilliantly the combination of the stamps and the dies, because this is the background stamped with actually Dyna paints, another paint from Pebeo, using the flower stamp. And then see how the sugar skull's been decorated, stamped with the floral element I was just talking about. The top hat is another die and stamp, and I just think that looks fabulous, Matt. So many different looks and things you can do with these.
Check out this. So stamping off the page with your musical notes as well. That was in one of the stamp sets that we've just looked at. You've got your detail stamp for your skulls.
And then, and the skeleton's fun. The skeleton cats and dogs and the skeleton are great, because what I've done is I've jointed them, the skeleton, so that you can pose them. You can have them as, and this card hanging over the top. You can have them sitting. We've got a card where I created where he's sitting playing his guitar. Because it's cool under a tree.
You just have to snip into his arm and angle it around.
Top hat on. He's looking, he's rocking it. And so just have a bit play with them. They're fun. These are the fun things to use.
Because here's the whole point of the Day of the Dead. Yeah, it can be as creepy and as gothic as you want it to be, but it's colourful and festival and celebratory as well.
Absolutely. So it's kind of like something that you would think would be a little bit like not happy, but it's twisting it and making it like trying. And I like that.
Celebrating
absolutely a celebration.
Somebody's life and somebody's impact as well.
The flower there.
The flower. That's such a usable stamp and die.
It's so usable. In the background again, you can see where where the flower has been used to full bleach in the background to stamp.
Yes.
So many things you're going to bring. I love this one as well because you've got the guitar in the foreground and the flowers at the top.
Yeah, the guitar itself is a stamp and die.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a cool alternative wedding card.
This is brilliant. Yeah, Union of Souls. That is it. Alternative is definitely the word. I love that. We all know somebody that would love that.
Oh, definitely.
You know,
absolutely.
There's always those people with that alternative sense of humour, that gothic style. Love that.
Exactly.
Union of Souls.
And I love, again, you see the skulls used with the rose. This is another stamp of mine, but it works brilliantly. So think of what you got, your flowers, and very tattoo arty, I think, that one. Definitely.
That Every Rose stamp is my favourite stamp of yours.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's really popular,
I have to copy Leone here, say my favourite for things, because you run out of favourites, don't you? But seriously, that is a returning stamp. If you've got that, combine it with your with your Day of the Dead today. It feels like a one-day special, doesn't it? I nearly said one-day special. £36 off. It's mind-boggling, which means £29.94 gets you every single set of dies here. All of the imagery you've just seen, £5 a die set. It's just ridiculous. 99,895. Do not miss this opportunity. Yes, the Day of the Dead has been on previous one or two shows that you may have seen. Yes, it's been on some fantastic offers before, but I'm not surprised to say that a quarter of our stock available at this special price is spoken for. Congratulations if you're part of that. The most popular set at the moment is the embossing folders. It's difficult to say which one's the most, because you want them all, of course, but a lot of people are going for the embossing folders.
I think at that price, if you were just watching, if it was me, I shop, you know, I'm buying, and I look at that and I think I can get, even with my postage, if I'm not in the Freedom Club, what, is it under £20 for all of those folders? That's the way I think, and I think of what I can do with them, because I've taken folders as far as I've got stamps to match them now, that aside, but I'm thinking outside the box as much as I can for you guys. Things that are going to keep me interested and keep me playing, and what if we try that with that, what can we do with that? And what we'll do is when we've finished looking at the folders, I've got a technique book, because I'm concerned that won't get to show you everything. We'll do the chalkboard techniques, and then I'll show you the technique book, and you'll realise just how flexible these are.
I love it. This technique book is phenomenal, because it just shows you what you can do with your embossing folder. Like you say, Sheena, an embossing folder is not just an embossing folder. All the things you can do with them is brilliant. And the size means that you get great value, because you've got a big, you know, if you imagine that was a stamp there, or a die, you know, that would be, you know, you'd be paying for it. You wouldn't be paying £2.20 for it. But here, it's just over £2 per embossing folder. 480,877. Even if you're not with Freedom and you're paying the price plus delivery today, it's £19.87. I think I make it. So look at this, for example.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So this one, this is just a work of art. This, pop it in a frame. Definitely have this out for Halloween. It would look fabulous. Have it in the hallway, because here's what this is Donna's card. She's used 2 folders. Now, if you look, the sky, this crazy lightning skies on one folder, the castle's on another. You put it through twice. Look at how much bigger. That's not 5x7. That's much bigger. Pop it through twice. Do that technique I've just done. She painted the card first with the paint. And then she sanded it back. And then she used a little bit of white card on that. But look at how cool the frame is. Oh, where'd that come from? Oh, wait, that's the other folder. Hello, that's the other folder. Pop it through twice again. Absolutely. And then if you want to go just really pretty, again, look at this. Isn't that stunning? Look at this is super fun.
I love this. It made me smile when I was going through the finished samples this morning.
Different looks again.
That just made me giggle.
I love that. Love it.
Natalie Florman just chuckling away as well. It's the sort of reactions that you want, though, when you make a birthday card. When you make something to sell and you've got a little stall going and people are walking past.
That's it.
You know.
And when you look at that, you know, there's not tons of expense there, but it's super cool and it's going to get people's attention. I'm looking through so many. I can't choose, man. I'm just going to have to pick them in order. Look at this. Look at that. That is so. That's on acetate, and then coloured on the reverse side of acetate with a gold pen, one of the Pebeo gold markers.
So there it is,
and again, fabulous frame, not just for Halloween, just for any time. This is cool. This is again that. You see how again we've brought the dies into the mix.
Yes, that's a die. That's a stamp. That's a die, and that's a stamp as well. It's Hatu.
This here is when you apply your.
is that like a letter?
Well, this is when you ink up your folder with your Versamark, or actually Brea glycerin on will work as well. Then apply and then emboss it, and then take it out of the folder, pop your glittery embossing powder on it and heat it. That's what you get there. So it's dry embossing and it's glittery embossing at the same time. Look at this for atmospheric.
Check that out.
Is that cool?
Fabulous, isn't it? Show all these, Sheena, and then we'll zip back to the demonstration area and see that project or technique booklet as well.
Look at that for fun.
The skulls. Look, I mean, it's up to you on how much time you invest in each one of the designs, but check that little flowers on here. This is such detailed work. And then he's the star of the show there in the middle. This card too.
Is that gorgeous? So this shows how this is Dynapaint. So on black card, Dynapaint's just come alive, and you've got the flower dies there. But look at the web in the background, the folder. Everything comes together. You see this around the outside?
Yeah.
This is the embossing folder around the outside.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
like
isn't that fabulous? Yeah, fabulous.
Black embossing powder. Everything comes together. So 1, 2, 3 or 4 different elements. So mixing and matching the flower, the skull, the embossing folder here, and then the frame embossing folder. And then one more.
You could do that if you didn't have the flowers. If you had that, you could actually just cut out those flowers from the spider web folder and decoupage them. Yeah, absolutely.
On the skull, so that would glow in the dark
that
too.
Would glow,
you've got all your embossing folders here, all 8. We're not even making you choose your favourite 4 for £16.92, but we could, couldn't we? We could say choose your favourite 4, and it's £4.20 an embossing folder. That'd be brilliant. Yeah, that'd be so cool. But we're not saying choose your favourite 4. We're saying grab all 8 for £16.92 today. Just over £2 each for all 8 embossing folders. 480-877. You've seen how versatile they are as well. Have a look on the web. It's best to order there as well because it's busy. But have a look at this for the reviews. We've got love Sheena's products. Never disappointed in any of her ranges. Always top quality and very inspiring. That was from September last year. And then we've got Sheena's products are always brilliant, and these are no exception. Good quality and can be used for all sorts of occasions. Highly recommended. Are you ready for our favourite from Lottie, our producer? She said she's going to scroll down. It's Sheena. What more can you say?
Oh, bless, that's lovely.
Sheena, you see all your hard work. It is so worth it.
You know what? I love what I do, guys, and I love sharing it, and I love... The point is that I hope I'm here to inspire, to give you, to get the ball rolling, just give that little push, and then you think, oh, because this is what we all do when we're crafting together. You'll start down one little route, and you say, oh, enough, we do that. And then by the time you've bounced things all over the place, you're on a completely different route. But it's fun, and that's how you come up with new ideas. It's just sharing. Shall I show you that chalkboard technique?
Yes,
this is really, so that's black card. So now we've sanded. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let me just come back to this. Sorry, I'm all over the shop here. Because I'm thinking we'll continue that board I said I would show you. Just thinking. Sanding. We saw that. That's what we just did, didn't we, on that little thing. Also sanding. This is your Murray card. If you do the Murray card, the gold Murray card from Crafters, it won't be white underneath. It's silver. It looks gorgeous. It's gold and silver. So again, sanding. Yes, exactly. But then this is what you do is you get craft card, you paint it with your white gesso, then you sand it. So similar to what we've just done, so still the same thing. Now there's another one, I'm jumping ahead here. Now this here, acetate. If you get your acetate and just sand it, sand the packaging back. On the next show this afternoon, I can't find my sample. I might be down here. in fact I am. I'm reaching down here. Okay, I'm not even going to be subtle. I am now trying to find this sample. I may not have it. I have not got it with me. There's a sample of the actual packaging. You know, in the packaging we sanded the board, didn't we? Keep the front blister pack of the moulded plastic. These folders will even emboss them and sand them. It looks cool. I've got one next to this afternoon. I'll show you what that looks like.
We've unwrapped ours, but there's the packaging. So it comes in this sort of thick.
Super thick.
Good quality.
Be careful when you cut it because it can be sharp. So cut it with some good strong scissors. That you can pop through the folder and it looks amazing sanded.
You've got 2 pieces because that's a proper blister pack. So it's like a little envelope. So
I just wanted to show you sanding before we move on to painting. How does that sound? So much you can do even just with that. Now, with the chalkboard technique on the previous samples, I've used white gesso. But because we've been using this one particular set, which was that essential set, I thought I would show you what it would look like with this this fabulous linen. We'll see what it looks like with linen.
Okay,
yeah, it's not easy to say linen.
Linen is from the essentials.
Yeah. So what you want to do here is get this flat brush, take some paint and work it into the brush so it starts to dry almost, yeah, but not fully. And then you drag over. This is what we call dry brushing. You hear people talk about these techniques. Again, it's a technique, and the more you do it, the more you're going to become more skilled at it. Yeah. Right, at first, if you've got too much paint on, it'll get a splodge and a gloop. You don't want a splodge and a gloop. You want to almost as if you're dusting it on, because then, like a gilding wax, you're building it up very, very gently, very subtly, and you can pop more on at any time, but taking it off is another matter. So
you've changed direction a bit there.
Change direction, just so that I'm going to mix it up, Matt. So different directions, so that not in a circle. I'm using the flat of the brush all the time. That's important for the flat of the brush. So easy things that are going to look super cool. Now, you remember that card with that lady, this lady stamp on? That looked amazing. This is exactly what Donna did for that background. These are things that you can do with what you've got in your room. Just add these things to the mix. You can do this with Dyna paint. You can do this with any colour paint and it'll look fabulous. But if you do it with the, you know, with any of them, the Dyna paints, the pearl paints, that look amazing because then it'll look like it's gilded, it's foiled. And then, so black card with that dry brushed over it. Look at the detail, look at how that comes back. It looks very shabby chic. That with an image over the top is going to look fabulous. So all these backgrounds, we're ready to pop onto a background of a card. Yeah. Shall we do something with the dies in a minute? Would you like? Shall we do that?
That was the technique. This could be the card. This is the card that Sheena was just mentioning.
Isn't that
once
fabulous?
You've got the technique that Sheena's just shown us here in the background, you then start to maybe cut another folder there with the vine, take the leaves, decoupage them up, and then stamp your image. Yeah, it's a nice card. The embossing folders, well done on getting hold of them. This is a really good offer. We're approaching half the stock gone, and I'm not surprised. This is a big saving you're making. And also, September Savers means that you can buy anything on today's show, except Freedom membership, and you'll get £5 credit to use tomorrow. So from midnight tonight, you could tune in for Sheena's one-day special, hoping there's stock left at 9 AM tomorrow, and then get £5 credit towards your one-day special tomorrow. Full terms and conditions on how to redeem your £5 credit are on the website, but it's September Savers that you'd be looking at.
Fabulous. So shall we continue through the little story of the folder then? Let me have a look, and then we'll do something. Shall we do something with the I'm trying to get back to the start here, guys. I was all over the place here. So there's the chalkboard technique. Yeah. There's the acetate. So another thing you can do with the acetate is you can paint the reverse side with gesso, and when it's almost dry, wipe it off again with a slightly damp piece of kitchen paper, and the gesso congregates in the little lines. So you're looking at on the reverse side, yeah, and it brings out the detailing more. So there's that to do. This here, this is cool. This is where you actually ink the folder. So if you take your embossing folder and you apply distress inks to the flat part of the folder, pop it through the folder, you're going to get, we could do that in a minute if you want to see what that looks like. Yeah, okay. That's the one we could do. So this is inking the folder. Yeah, and then there's a different one that's coming up. This, I love this. This is making cool metallic backgrounds with your paint and then embossing it. This is using the Pebeo paint, a little bit of the gold in that with that, and you could probably get, we haven't got any metallics on the paint today. The silver would look pretty cool.
Pearl chestnut, maybe.
You could mix that. So you could possibly do something and get some background technique and then add a little bit of gilding wax to it. We could try, we could play with that. Maybe I have to try that. I'll tell you what, I'm thinking on my feet. You know, when I was talking and you were looking at the screen and I was looking like that, at the paint, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, sure.
I wasn't even subtle. I was like the dogs when they want something. It's like that. Like this. This is what I want. I was looking at the silver in that same set. I'm thinking we could play with that maybe next show. Let's see what we can come up with that.
Details at the bottom of the screen for the
set we've been focusing on,
Yeah, 1994 they are at the moment, with £10 off. Details at the bottom of the screen. Now, normally they'd be £29.94, I believe, for all 6, but you're saving £10, getting them for £19.94. Good year that, wasn't it, Sheena? 1994.
Great year.
San Francisco.
64 was a better one.
64.
Amazing year.
Surely you weren't even born then, were you?
That was the year.
Oh, you were.
That was the year. Yeah. Now you all know. Subtle.
We don't believe you, but
So that's a cool back. I mean, look at how cool that looks. That faux metal background. So we'll have a play with that. Now this. Faux leather. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do some faux leather this afternoon. I have decided this afternoon's shop, we are going to do faux leather. If I forget, please remind me, faux leather. Because some people, I'm amazed, haven't seen faux leather. Those of you who have, love it. You can cover notebooks and things with this. It looks amazing. That whole book, you know, the little book you tap and wake it up, from the film prop. Faux leather. Faux leather. We have not really, but they would want it. I bet they would if they saw it. This is leather, but this is actually printing with the folder. So this is inking the actual folder, not even putting it through the embossing the machine, the Gemini or whatever you use in your machine.
Oh, you're just
this is just pressing it down. This is like a stamp. Just using it like a stamp. I know. Cool or what? And then we're back to where we started with. Now that's just the start of things you can do with the embossing folders. There's so much more.
Hang on, hold on there for a minute, Sheila.
I know.
You showed us that one technique with one of the folders. As a stamp. So imagine all 8 folders just using that one technique, because if that was a stamp, well, okay, Crafter's Companion, we wouldn't be paying too much for it. It would be a really naughty offer or whatever. But it would be more than £2.20 odd. You know, but that's big. Size-wise, in grey rubber, mounted or otherwise, you know, or in photopolymer, that would be a costly stamp. It wouldn't be £2.20. So even just that one technique of stamping, you could use any one of these folders with that stamping technique. Lovely castle, and then you've got that lightning storm, as well as the spider's web and the flowers. You've got techniques coming out of your ears with these. 480877 to get them. 1692 gets you the whole set.
Super cool. Right, so now I'm thinking, would you like to see how the skull works with the patterning of the skull?
Yes, please.
Because what I've got is I've got one pre-inked here. So what I did was I took my die cut of my skull, right? And then I took my stamp. Right, this is how you do it, guys. So then you've got your stamp, just for time, because we've been focusing on the folders, because I don't think, if anything's going to not last, it's going to be the folders, isn't it, the way they're going. So so I've got the stamp there. I'm not going to try and stamp and then die cut. There's perfect partners. Ink up this, and I used some distressing. I used, I can't remember what colour, like a light brown. Any light brown will work. You could use your aqua markers and just scribble over there and stamp with them, anything you've got. Take your die cut image and then you pop it like this on top and you press to pick up the detail. Now you're going to get some on your fingers here because I've drawn this so that it would look cool just stamped as a stamp as well. You save value for money. I knew this wouldn't come out onto this, but I still wanted it there if you wanted to stamp it. When you lift it up and you've got all this detail, then I used a bit of water and I blended it. And a little bit of cut and dry foam around the outside if you want to give it a bit more contouring. Sound like a plan?
Nice.
Now we get to decorate it because I've already got little patterns and things here that we can do that with. So we've got the chin decoration here. I'm going to use some black stays on, and as you can see, it's curved like this because I drew it in a layer to fit this die exactly. So we're going to take that and we're going to pop it on the base of his chin, his or her chin, and we're just going to ink like that. Now we've got that patterned leaf going on there. We have got then the flower, and we can continue like this with the flower, and we can pop that. Actually, there's a couple of things. Let's do the flower. Let's do a flower there. Now, if you can see, I've caught a little bit there, right? I'm not worried about that because what I can do is I can pop a flower there, and I'm cool. See, it's fine, it's all good. And then also, if you want to make it look like the flower's coming around the side, instead of doing it straight, I'm doing it at an angle, and I'm just coming off there a little bit. See, so that it looks like it's curved around.
On the skull,
yeah. So if you think, oh, of course, you don't even have to use these stamps at all because you can just doodle. In fact, what you can do is amongst that, you can then get your pen and you can add to it. Oh, I'll tell you what else we need to do as well. We've got around the eyes. I forgot to do that. Around the eyes, we're going to actually take this to that again, all right? So I'm just going to wipe this here, just so that it keeps it a bit tighter. What is better, if you pop a bit of stick and spray on the back of this, it'll keep it in place. Yeah, because what will happen, see, it's lifting up like this, and it makes it behave a lot better so that it's easier to manage. And then...
Well, we have been using our clear rocker blocks there at the bottom of the screen, $14.99 plus delivery, 809245. You'd use your rocker blocks, then adding your detail, but then you're doing that, when would you take your die cut to the stamp then?
For the things like this, it would be really difficult to match that. So just the two on this, there's the main skull and then these around the eyes, because to get that lined up exactly by rocking it and stamping it on top is a big ask. This is easier because what I'm doing is I'm just looking at the aperture that I've got for the eyes and just pressing around, and hopefully There you go. We've got all that perfect there. And so this was all in the designing of this stamp. It's like, this is what I want. How am I going to make that achievable and doable so everybody can have a good play with that and get good results? And then what you can do is you can just add little swirly bits yourself and just add little leafy bits if you want to just do little extra bits and twiddly bits. And this is the fun. This is where the kids can help again if you want to just have a bit of fun, you know, in the holidays or whatever. Oh, no, not in the holidays, they've gone. Yeah, Halloween holidays, yeah. I thought it was a bit quiet.
First day back this week.
Yeah. They'll be off again, 5 minutes, they'll be there. So see how you can just have a little bit and just add little twiddly bits like this, see? So just carrying on. Like this, and wherever you want to just have a little, say, little twirlies and have fun with it. Add in between, lovely. And then you get to colour them in, and we may have to have this as to be continued, and we'll do that on the next show. On
the next show.
Yeah.
Sheena, I've got here what could well be a piece of home decor or some fun artwork, something to make to sell. Your angel policy is extremely generous.
Oh, you know what? Talking about decorating schools.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it?
This is your end product. 3 o'clock, we'll see you again, Sheena.
See you then.
On a one-day special tonight at 6, but I didn't tell you. Yeah, coming up next is the Tonic monthly mega deal on the Tonic magazine. We've got Creative Expressions one-day special with Lisa Horton. Also quilting with Beyond Fabrics in 2 hours. Don't forget Crafting Market live 12 hours a day on Sky 676, 8 till 8.
Hi, I'm Sue.
And I'm Doreen. I named the company after my 2 daughters, Katie and Sue.
So we're a family business, Katie Sue Designs, based in the northeast of England, and we've been in business for almost 25 years now together. We started with miniature dolls and we moved through to paper crafting with Flower Soft, and then into silicone molds, which we make here ourselves. And they're award winning, and we sell them to around 40 countries in the world. We're really looking forward to coming to Hochanda and showing you all a wide range of our products, everything from paper crafting to cake decorating, mixed media. So I hope you can join us and Noreen showing you all of the different crafting techniques.
Hi there, I'm Noreen, demonstrator for Katie Sue Designs. I really can't wait to be able to show you all of the molds and all of the exciting things that I'm going to bring to you. Make sure you don't miss the Katie Sue shows on Hochanda.
Have you ever thought of becoming a member of the Hochanda family? Many of our shareholders are in fact customers. Passionate and dedicated crafters whom we regard as part of our family and whom we treat like royalty. We are now giving you at home the opportunity to join our family, become a shareholder and be part of this success story. Visit us at www.hochanda.com/invest for more information.
Well, there we have it. You've seen it. We've got an hour lined up with Tonic Studios. It's always an exciting hour, but this is very exciting.
He's excited, guys.
We're excited.
Like
we get like this, don't we? We're excited. Not only is it exciting because we've got Jodie live in the studio, but why is this an exciting hour, Jodie?
Right, because this is Tonic Studios edition 3 of their magazine.
And here it is. We've got the
magazine.
magazine.
We do.
Now, is this the first time you've ever shown a magazine?
This is the first
air?
time we've ever brought a magazine to air. It definitely
That's brilliant. That's
yeah.
fantastic. So, go on, so what's inside?
Right, so inside, first of all, you are getting your magazine. You're getting a 66-page magazine with inspiration in there to do all your 3D, your home decor, everything in there. If you're a die cutter, a stamper, it covers all genres. You've got 74 projects inside there.
Beautiful.
So it's absolutely stunning. All fantastic pictures in there for you to follow, very easy instructions. Now, all the designs in there have been done by DT members, so you can follow every instruction all the way through. There is even sneak peeks of up-and-coming projects.
I noticed that. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Even on the cover, actually, on the inside page, there's a bit of a hint there.
There's all sneak peeks inside there as well. Loads and loads of ideas, whether you are somebody who likes to do cards, whether you're somebody who likes to do home decor. There's something in there for everyone. Even people that don't want to use dies, that just want to use papers, you've got the inspiration inside there because you've also got 8 designs, 16 sheets of beautiful craft paper.
We have. We'll have a look at those because there's a lot. So 66 pages. We could talk about that for the whole hour easily.
Yeah.
74 projects. But look, it's a Tonic magazine. This is incredible. It's incredible.
It is.
So
but
what does it come with?
You get your papers inside there.
Okay.
Yeah? Now, what I will say is, you know what I'm talking about now. You know when you buy a magazine,
yes,
and it says inside, hey, 20 free sheets of backing paper, and you open it up and it's exactly the same quality as the paper in the magazine.
Oh, yeah, awful.
That shiny, horrible stuff. This isn't. This is beautiful matte finish paper. So you can ink it, you can stain it, you could put it through your embossing folders, okay? It's a lovely matte finish.
And it's double-sided.
It is. So you get 8 designs, but you get 2 of each. So you've got 16 sheets in there. You've got scenery, you've got backing plates in there. So you can see, just let me pinch that one a minute.
Oh, yes.
And just turn that one round. Can you
That's
see?
your 4 card fronts.
You've got 4 card fronts. So you could simply take him.
Oh, look!
Which is one of your little dies, your carol singer, and you can put them in any scene and they would look beautiful, just very simply done. Or maybe you want to cut them out, decoupage them up, and you can make a lot of projects just from the papers.
You really can. There's a lot in here. You're right, you can feel that quality, can't you?
It's lovely.
But that is adorable. So for children's cards, I love the musical notes there as well. Not just for Christmas, of course, but do you know what? The carol singers, actually, the dies.
They would look
Wouldn't that
beautiful.
be a brilliant background for those?
Yeah, so build your carol singers up. Do you want a little boy? Do you want a little girl? You know, you can make them into whatever, whether pigtails, long hair, short hair, basin cuts. You know, you can do whatever you want.
So they're the papers. So we've seen the magazine. So 74 projects. And, of course, it's not really just about the projects because you're learning the skills there. There's going to be transferable skills. So the other bonus items, we've also got these stamps as well.
You have. You've also got the stamps in there. So you're getting 10 stamps in total. And you can see all the different designs on there. So you've got jingle bells on there. You've got Santa flying through the sky. The Christmas songbook actually fits inside the die for the carol singer. You've got the houses, you've got all the Christmas lights. The signpost, the Santa is coming, fits inside that signpost.
Lovely.
Okay,
I
so
see.
you
So
can
that
start
into
to
there.
build it up. You've got your church in there. You've got your music notes in there.
Is that incredible? And we always get these dies as well. We're talking about the carol singers. They're the characters, and that's what they look like when they're cut.
So you've got 18 individual dies in there to formulate that beautiful lamppost. I have to say, the lamppost is my favourite. I love the lamppost.
Well, I think for winter weddings, that's quite nice. There's something
is.
romantic about the lamppost. It's quite nostalgic. It could be Paris, it could be streets of London.
You could. So where the carol singers are very cutesy, I love the carol singers, the lamppost actually gives you the ability to make what I would class as a classic Christmas card.
Yes,
you know, the holly leaves, a little bit of colour behind it.
Cosy, nostalgic. Yes, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But then you've got the embossing folder. So that is just being embossed on white cardstock, and I've just run my ink pad over the top so you're able to see it. But think about chopping into it as well. You know, you could build up all all those different layers. Take out the little houses at the bottom, decoupage them over the top, and you could build a whole decoupage scene just from the embossing folder.
So that's basically a bonus item. So with the magazine, it's £50 worth of bonus items. Sorry, over £50 worth. But there's something else that comes included.
There is.
Now, this is exciting. This is an exclusive die.
It is. This is a UK exclusive die that you can only buy alongside the magazine. It's been designed so the carol singer will sit just inside the wreath. Okay?
Oh, beautiful.
They are beautiful. Of course, you get the bells in there. No, bells don't have to mean Christmas, do they? They could be wedding bells.
Yeah, and all year round.
All year round.
Any time of the year.
But as I say, the carol singer, he fits perfectly within the aperture of the wreath.
Well, you know, it's not surprising when you've got 74 projects, you're going to have a lot. Oh, I'm dropping it already.
Oh, we're starting, we're starting,
Here we go, it starts already. Let's have a look at some examples because we're spoiled here. We're 74 projects, so I'm right in saying if you do, you know, over time, go through all of the projects, you're going to be a knowledgeable crafter, aren't you?
You are. There's different skill sets in there. So that there is just being built up using the stamps. So we've got the church, the houses, all the nouveau going over the top of it to give it that beautiful shine. See what I mean about classic?
Yes.
You can have classic cards with
it was
no
quite frosted
problem.
around the outside.
But they are what I would class as a classic card. Absolutely beautiful. But then we can start to play. Maybe we just want to play with the papers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah? So maybe just the papers. So these are made just from the papers.
So 16 sheets of paper that comes with it. So it's A4 and it's quality double-sided paper.
Bring in dies you may already have, so you recognise the cheeky little elves.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, so all these I'm showing you are the backing papers.
So if you're a Tonic crafter, you're bound to recognise some of the tools that's been used throughout the magazine.
Now start to build in your carol singers. So you've got the little girl there. You've got maybe a double aspect with the lampposts on there. Yeah, they are beautiful, beautiful dies, bringing in all the components.
Sure, can I just say that is fantastic? Oh, look at this, beautiful.
So bringing in all the
There's the embossing folder.
All the embossing folders, the stamps, the little people, they are beautiful.
This is gorgeous, nice little gift box we got here.
Yeah,
isn't that pretty?
So that's the cathedral box with the tops turned over, just embossed on the side.
Yes.
Maybe you want to just use the embossing folder. The embossing folder is at the back there. I love this one, absolutely love that one. Very, very pretty. And that is how I said, you know, take the different layers. We've taken the different layers of the embossing folder and put some 3D foam behind it. Gives it the depth.
Well, it really does, doesn't it? Isn't that clever? We've barely shown you anything yet. We're scratching the surface. I mean, how do you show in an hour a magazine that's got 74 projects? It's just a lot. But just dip in whenever you like. Well, the price, I've got to say, it's a good deal. I'm not the only one who thinks that. You clearly do, because 7 minutes into the show, 10% of the stock has already gone. Sorry, over 10% now of the stock has gone. You're saving £6, but to be honest, the saving's fantastic. It's a monthly mega deal, saving £6, but to be honest, you spend £19.98, you get the magazine and that UK exclusive die, and then over £50 worth of bonus items. To be honest, you may just want it for the goodies, for the bits that comes with, or maybe you're thinking, hang a minute, £19.98, that's all I have to spend to get the knowledge to create fantastic festive Christmas projects. If you're a paper crafter, this is the Tonic Studios Issue 3 magazine. It's 822-642 is your item number. Well over 10% now, the stock's gone. £19.98. This is supposed to be a monthly mega deal, don't forget. Will it last a month? Well, 8 minutes in, 10% gone? I doubt it. We've got queues on the phones. It's hardly surprising. The quickest way to order is right here on our website, hochanda.com. You will see the dies individually. So that fancy wreath die set, the exclusive one to the UK, £12.99. But to be honest, if you can stretch for a bit more, if you can get the magazine, you just get so much. You really, really do. Now then, we've got tickets for Ali Pally. I'm off that weekend. I live down the road, so I might nip up. I might see you there. So we've got £6 for a day ticket, £8 for a 2-day ticket. The crafting's brilliant. The pizza is sublime there. I've got to say, it's fantastic. Afternoon tea, drinks in the terrace, darling. Lovely, wonderful. Now, we've also got some Craft Perfect A4 Christmas mirror card. 40 sheets, £14.99. So look, we've got essentials on here. But if you want the magazine, this is the launch show of the monthly mega deal, and it's actually the first time on air, live on television, that Tonic's brought us magazine. I think it's fantastic, Jodie. So then, now we've got an embellishment medium kit.
I have to say, this is amazing.
I was already busy for this.
It's absolutely brilliant. So what are you getting? Let's start at the bottom. You're getting your crystal glitter drops. You are getting your glimmer paste. You are getting your mother of pearl mousse.
Mother of pearl mousse.
Absolutely.
That's a statement.
You are. I can't remember the name of this one. What's this one? This is ice white glitter. Look at the size of the pot. Absolutely. You'll never buy another pot. It's huge.
It's going to last a long
You've
time.
then got your plain white Nouveau drops. And then coming to the top, you've got your clear accents. So amazing if you're wanting to do dewdrops on your flowers, maybe. You've also got your accents. If you're wanting to do snow, that is your baby for snow. But all those together for that price is amazing. But start thinking about your glimmer paste. Glimmer paste, if I show you this, glimmer paste allows you to do a lot of dimensional work. So if you're using stencils and things like this, but this is a recycled coffee jar. You know what brand that is, yeah? We will just throw them away. But that has got inside, stamped on a piece of card. Is it card or I think it's vellum. It's vellum.
It's vellum.
Yeah.
Battery-powered tea light in there with
Battery-powered tea light inside there. And then we've put the glimmer paste over the glass jar. Now listen, this is hard stuff. I'm going to bring it to my mic. And look, nothing comes off.
That is impressive.
Look. Nothing comes off at all.
Oh, you can feel how solid that is.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is amazing when you start to put it on glass products, on woodware, things like that.
Just give texture as well as that glow.
If I say it dries like bell metal, that's how hard it is. It
feels like that.
It dries really, really hard. So if you're using a spatula, if you're using a paintbrush, that sort of thing, get them straight in water. As soon as you've used them, straight into water.
So that's the glitters. That's in that pot, basically, isn't it?
That is that one there.
So that's the only one you've used on the pot?
Absolutely, yeah.
Just for that one pot from this massive selection?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a 7 embellishment medium kit. What a sensational bundle. You're saving £7. We've got it at an introductory price. So going forward, it will be £34.95. Don't pay that. Get it now. If you're tempted by this, you might as well save some money and get it now. It's £27.95. Factor in your P&P. 116463 is your item number. Or just having an afternoon playing with that. That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
If you just tuned in, we got a magazine. I know, Tonic. It's their magazine. It's so busy. This is issue 3. This is brand new. First time. Not only we've shown a magazine, first time that Tonic have ever showcased a magazine live on television. How exciting is this? If you're looking for your Christmas projects, you've got everything from cards to gift boxes to little pouches to put your cutlery in. It's a magnificent...
There's everything in there, whether you're a stamper, a three-dimensional, a card maker. There is something in there for everybody.
There is, and it's not crammed full of adverts as well, which is quite nice. So then, Jodie, what are we going to look at first? Where do we start?
Right, we're going to play with the carol singers, OK?
Just the bonus dice, lads.
Yeah, so with the carol singers, you are getting all the components. Ooh, let me just pull that off. You're getting all the components that you need to make whatever sex of carol singer you want. OK? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the body bit, or is it a skirt? You know, you decide. Or if you do it in red, it actually becomes a hat.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to take that one. We're also going to take what would be the bobble on the top of the hat.
Yes, yes.
Or in this instance, earmuffs.
Oh, look, that's a cute idea.
OK, so let's get the earmuffs. We're also going to take some navy blue and we're going to cut out a leg. Of course, he needs two legs, but we have to cut another leg separately. So let's run those through the machine. Let me bring this closer. We're a bit far away there.
OK.
So let's pull this through.
God, it must be so exciting when you get a bundle like this with a magazine home. It's exciting, tearing open the envelope and you unbox it all and just dip into the magazine. Maybe you know someone in hospital at the moment, maybe you know someone resting up in bed. A lovely way just to dip in and just be inspired, ready for the near future. Why not?
So we're just taking our components that we need. We do need another earmuff. So let's just take that one out. and another earmuff. Now I am going to cut some hair. I've already cut most of it, but I'm going to cut some more to show you the different components. Okay. So let's have a mouth as well while we're at it.
I've got to ask, whilst you're doing that, obviously the magazine is going to be perfect for people who are new to crafting.
Yeah.
It's you've got so much inspiration there. But if you're an experienced craftsman, crafting for years, are you still going to gain from the magazine?
You are, absolutely. It's going to give you different ideas and different concepts of how to put things together, different layouts, different ways of putting colours together as well.
Okay. Well, so you can never have too much inspiration, I guess, can you?
No, you can't. I mean, let's face it, we all have a mojo block.
Yeah, yeah.
I sat
a creative wall, as they say. You hit the creative wall.
Yeah, I sat for a couple of hours the other night looking at a piece of paper, thinking, what am I going to do?
So how do you overcome that? What do you do?
Go and have a glass of wine.
Oh, right. Now, come on. Non-alcoholic wine?
Of course, non-alcoholic. Yeah, of course, yeah. No, but no,
never hits the spot for me.
Seriously, if you are having a mojo block, the best thing to do is push it to one side and do something else.
Yes, I think so.
And then come back to it.
Go for a walk, maybe. Cup of tea.
Absolutely. Go back and look at it later on.
Or read the magazine, just dip in. It might be just a couple of techniques, a couple of projects that you never thought of doing before, and it could be one of your favourite pieces you end up creating.
Right, so this is his little head. Okay, now he's a sweet little boy or a little girl, and he's got the biggest ears ever, which is brilliant. So you get hair inside there. So you could have hair coming down there. Now, if you want to have pigtails, if you cut that one out twice, that is how you would formulate your pigtails, because they would come down at the back there.
That's really impressive, isn't it?
Yeah. But this is going to be a little boy.
Just to let you know, forewarn you, we have got 2-minute queues on the phone. We knew the show's going to be busy. We've got some more agents upstairs, because literally our call centre is in-house. They're literally just upstairs up there. Now then, do call us, though. We will get to you, but the quickest way to order is, of course, on our website, hochanda.com. You pop it into your basket, get it checked out, but over 2-minute queues on the phone. It's well worth it. Although it's a monthly mega deal, sometimes that means we can relax, we can have a think about it, but when we're this far into the show already, about 60 minutes in, and 10% of the stock's gone. Wow.
Right, so this is his little book. Okay, we've already cut the book out, and we're taking one of the stamps that come in the collection, and we're going to add that into the middle of there. So he's now got his Christmas songbook. Okay, so we're just going to leave that to dry a minute, because this is actually on a pearlescent card.
Right.
So that needs to dry for a minute. So let's leave that to one side. Now this is his body. So let's just add the adhesive to the top there. Okay, so we've now starting to build our little boy. At the moment, he looks like one of the social media pictures that when nobody puts a picture on social media.
I know exactly. Oh, yes, it's like the default photo.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
With a bit more colour, perhaps, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you did it all in the same tone, it could be quite good for somebody who likes social media on a birthday card.
It could be, couldn't it? Yeah, why not?
Right, so we're cutting a second one, because I want him to have a bottom. I do want him to have a bottom, okay? So I'm cutting another one, and we're going to have a bottom on him as well. So let's start with the book that's dried now. You can see that if I place that over the top of there, it's going to look like he's actually holding the book.
Yes,
So he needs hands.
You know, this is a lovely opportunity for personalisation, because you don't have to stamp it on the book.
Nope.
Maybe you know someone's favourite book or their favourite author. Why not? Or a magazine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we're just taking his hands. So he's now literally singing and holding the book. This is going to come underneath now, okay? Because I want to have him so he looks as if he's got a little bottom there.
Yes.
So now we can stick that.
Isn't this cute?
Over the top of there.
And you're just thinking of backgrounds. If you're thinking, oh, what backgrounds can I use? Well, you can use so many of the sheets that do come with the magazine. I'm thinking, I love that musical notes, that background, like the falling notes. That's very pretty.
So now we're giving him his legs. So he's got his little legs in there. And we've taken his shoes and we've cut them out. And we've also given him shoelaces.
Okay.
So he's got little trainers on.
The detail's magnificent.
So let's add his little feet on the bottom there. So that's one. And then that's one.
And then we need to start to give him his facial features, because at the moment he's a bit blank.
Well,
stay on there. I've got glue on my finger. There we go. So he's got his feet.
And there we go. That's cute, isn't it? And then you just add the little details now.
Yep.
Little hat if you want to.
Yep.
Well, Joe, whilst you're finishing that off, I've got some important news, actually. It'll get a bit awkward, actually. 15% of the stock has gone already. This is the monthly mega deal. Normally £25.98. It's saving £6, so that's £19.98. What are you getting for that? That is the exclusive, the UK exclusive wreath die. And, of course, for me, the star of the show, you're getting this. Tonic have released a magazine. This is issue 3, but this is actually the first time we've shown a magazine from Tonic live on television. Not just at Hochanda, ever, anywhere, ever. It's fantastic. Very, very exciting hour. It's a bit of a benchmark for Tonic, this, so do get involved. Celebrate the fact that you are getting 74 fabulous festive projects. Everything from cards to boxes to gift boxes to bits that you can nod towards mixed media perhaps in here as well. Everything from little cases to put your cutlery in for the Christmas table. Table decorations. Well, you know what? If you love to get ready for Christmas, maybe this Christmas is the first time that you are getting ready to craft. Maybe you want to learn some new techniques and some new crafting skills for the Christmas period. If you do, well, you get 74 projects. By the time you've gone through all of those, if you choose to do so, you're going to be a knowledgeable crafter, but think of the transferable skills, and you're bound to recognise some tools used inside this magazine if you're a Tonic crafter. There's actually a hint towards forthcoming attractions with regards to Tonic, so very, very exciting there. Now, the item number here is 822642, but most importantly, you're saving £6, but also, the other way to think of it, you spend £19.98 to get the magazine and a UK exclusive die. You're also getting over £50 worth of bonus items, more dies, including these carol singers. You got 16 sheets, that's 8 designs, 2 of each sheet, and you also get a lovely stamp set as well. So there is a lot to keep you going. Again, it's 822642 is your item number. We've got queues on the phones. In fact, we've had queues on the phones since we came live with this magazine just over 20 minutes ago. So do drop into your basket if you're shopping on the website hochanda.com. It's the fastest way to order. Look at all that, £19.98. You get all of this. I think it's fantastic. Thanks for that, Jodie.
It's okay. So now we are giving him...
We've got a nose on the little chap.
We've put his nose on. We are now going to put his eyes on. Okay, so we've got his little eyes. So they're just going to go on there. And this is where you can start to add facial expressions as well with no problem.
He looks inquisitive there. He's got a fascinating ring. He's learning his carols.
He's learning his... Yeah. So he's now got his eyeballs. So let's just stick that one down.
Quite well groomed his eyebrows.
Oh, he is, yeah. He's got a very strong brow.
Hasn't he? Plucks.
Yeah. So I'm going to use the other one now. Now, I like to use 2 different mouths, okay? You can use that mouth there. Okay. But I like my little boy to be sort of cheeky.
Right.
So my little boy is going to have a very cheeky little mouth.
Little grin.
He is. So I'm just going to take this one away and take that one out as well. And that is going to be his little grin. So he's going to be sort of grinning to the side a little bit. So there we go. He's a little cheeky Charlie, okay? Oh. We are going to give him his ear muffs because his ears are rather cold.
Nice passionate Charlie. Yeah.
So let's give him his ear muffs. So
that is adorable, isn't it?
And that one on there. So he's now got his earmuffs on. So let's build him into a scene. Okay. Now, exactly the same dies made our little girl there. Okay, so she's got pigtails.
I can imagine that's a little Christmas tree decoration, you know.
You can.
That'd be nice. How about a lovely tag just draped around the bottleneck for a wine bottle if you're going to a neighbour's house for a party around the festive season?
So then we've taken the shadow box and we've cut out a piece of the beautiful paper that comes in the magazine. 16. Yeah. So we're literally using a little proportion of that, and that is going to sit within my shadow box. Okay, so that is in there. Now, I want a lantern to go up the back side. Now, the lantern, you've got all the dies in there to make the lantern as well. So this one has been cut out of black. It's got some white card behind, and all we've done on the white card is use alcohol markers to give that warm, attractive glow of a candle or night light, and then stuck it on the back.
Right, okay.
You've got in there as well, you've got the long pole that your little lantern can sit on. So let's just stick that together. So that is going to go onto there. And this is going to stick on the back before we go any further. That is going to go in sort of there.
Okay, Joy, if you left out the holly leaves there, again, you can use that all year round, of course.
You could.
I just think there's something so nostalgic about this and warming. It's beautiful, isn't it?
So my little girl is going to sit in the bottom there. I'm going to quickly put the frames on. So all these frames come with your shadow box. If you've got your shadow box, this is a perfect project for you to do.
And it might be, you might have bought some, I don't know, some dies or some stamps, and you've used them, but you feel like you could get more from them. Well, there's a strong chance, a high chance, that once you go through the magazine, you're bound to think of techniques. It's going to give you value from what you've already got at home. It's bound to give you more ideas to think perhaps a bit more outside the box, if you excuse the pun. You know?
Yeah. So now the frame is going to go onto the shadow box. My little boy is going to come down the front. So he's singing alongside his sister. Oops, don't squash the shadow box, Jodie. Okay. So let's put that on there. And then if you've got the banners, these are the banners that came with the buildables when we first came here to Hochanda. Yeah. These were the banner dies that came with the buildables. Okay, so let's add Merry.
Oh, I know that.
Christmas.
I've had an email coming from Colin. Colin, thank you very much. What a wonderful magazine and a great price for everything in it. Colin, couldn't agree more. Colin would love one of your cards. We'll have a word afterwards. Thanks, Colin. It's brilliant. I hope you enjoyed the magazine. Thanks very much for taking the time to write an email. We really appreciate it.
All right, so we've got the Merry Christmas. So we're just going to put on now the little easels that make this stand up. So I just turn that over, add in the little easel at the back, and there you've got...
That's brilliant. That's charming, isn't it?
Yeah, they are sweet. They really are sweet. But imagine doing 2 more shadow boxes at either side.
Yes.
And you can take pictures of your children in their school concerts.
You could,
you can have them at either side, have the children in there, and it could be something that you brought out every single year.
Yeah, or give to the grandparents, aunties, uncles. Well, it's a beautiful, beautiful card. That's to give you ideas, really, the kind of thing that you can create from the magazine. Busy on the phones, details on the side there. It's issue 3, the Tonic Studios card-making collection, all to do with the festive season. Well, you're saving £6, £19.98. Do get it while you can. Now, let's show you this video, because this gives you ideas of what you can expect to learn from this fantastic bundle. It's 822642. Let's take a look at this, because Jodie, could you talk us through exactly what we're seeing here?
Now, how would you like to make 74 amazing projects that are all based on the gifts that you're getting inside the box? You've got the dies, you've got the embossing folders, you've got the stamps in there, and the inspiration is endless, whether you're a stamper, maybe you are a die cutter, whether you're just using the papers on their own. You've got a lot of the DT members in there showing you how to do them with their hints, tips, beautiful, beautiful designs. Look how you can make them, whether you're incorporating the stamps, whether you're